back. Yo, today's probably going to be a little bit of a shorter stream, to be honest. But my priority is I want to get some healer footage because I have a mission. I have a mission coming up, which is the fact that I want to make some dungeon guides. But for dungeon guides, you know what that means? It means that I'm going to have footage to edit in a video editing software, which I will totally learn at some point. I don't know exactly what video editing software I will use because apparently DaVinci Resolve does not work on my computer, which is a little bit frustrating, but that's no problem because rather than DaVinci Resolve, I'm sure I will find something else. That's what I remember using, but for some reason when I try to open it, it does not want to open. So, no problem. Now, what we are going to do today is I want some healer footage. Yo, Sam. What's up, Sam? How you doing? Sam subbed. Thank you, Sam. He's friggin' a woo. What's up? What's up, Sense? No, I caught myself this time. No, you almost got me. You almost got me there. You almost got me there, Sense. But no, it's not going to happen this time. What's up, Sense? How you doing? Morning and night. Good morning and night, buddies. Good morning. All right, so I want healer footage today. Mostly I want to be testing some Farseer Resto Shaman, some Evoker, some Resto druid. And then I also want some DPS footage for Halls of Atonement in particular. That was my goal. Get some of that footage today. Probably a little bit of a shorter stream. Not super long because my throat kind of hurts and it's actually kind of like sensitive to touch. And I'm like, oh no. Is this lymph node? It's just a joke. That's what some people think. Nah, I just probably like a little bit, like a tiny little, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. D. Tomas, what's up, dude? Hello, good morning. Good morning, good morning. I think we're live on all three platforms again. I believe I have the Kick, the YouTube, the Twitch. We're doing it. We're doing this multi-streaming thing. And then from here, we're going to set up my Resto Shaman so that I could just quickly go do a little dungeon. Maybe Halls of Atonement in particular. I think I need my Reishi Cloak. And then we go from there. Let's go on with your neck. Yeah, this guy has been copied. I mean, this is PTR, right? Yeah, I'm streaming on three platforms for what it's worth. I think I might as well. We've had the Twitch and the YouTube, but it's a click of a button, and I was like, you know what? I don't know if really anybody uses it, but for what it's worth, I can just hit go live to, you know, to Kick. Like, it's worth a shot, right? Like, why not? I figure I might as well. I don't know if anybody's going to be on Kick, but, like, it's an easy button. I feel like it's pretty easy, though. You mentioned not in the neck. This not in the net, not in the in-game. Oh, Zyle. No, I just I took a flight recently. I've been kind of stressed, etc. Like it's mostly just probably like a tiny little cold. My immune system is just letting me know that it's irritated and affected. It's just reminding me to take care of it. That's all that's happening. There's no problem here whatsoever. That's what I'm gonna go with. I think it's worth race changing to dark. I wouldn't go dark iron, to be honest. I think the actual dwarf racial is better now that we have more crit. I straight up think this, by the way, though. Courting the hold up, wait a second. No, I'm not courting. What do you mean? No, listen, Lil Deek. It's because there's a Twitch name. Listen, no, because there's a Twitch name. That's why. You think it's worth changing? So basically, like the actual dwarf though is gonna be better, I think, than dark iron. Personally speaking, that's what I would prefer. Yo, where's that coming from? With Kick? Oh, I see. Is that actually what happens with Kick? I don't know anything about Kick, to be honest. Lil D, I'm actually not sure. I don't really know how Kick works. I just figure if I make more money streaming, then I can stream longer, and that's cool. Like I can do more streams. So isn't that like a win-win for everyone? You were saying that Bear is actually unkillable. Got my main druid switch over to Guardian Craft a weapon of shit trinket, so I tank. Yeah, Bear is literally immortal. That's why I like it so much. It's just a tanky tank. That's like the best thing about Bear, you know? It's literally just a tanky tank. It's a hive of scum and villainy. But here's what happens, though. Here's the thing, right? Starting a woo rant. All right, bet. I'll start a woo rant right now. Listen. It is a hive of scum and villainy. But do you know who tends to have money? Hives and villain. Wait, no. A hive of scum and villains. Why is it, by the way, that scum and villains have more money than the people? Like, I don't know. It's just like, it's like an easy button to do. I do not have to stand for the thing to benefit from the thing, you know what I mean? There's like some quotes in history that are great quotes, and then you learn where they're from, and you're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. All right, so here we go. We just empowered this. We go like this, and I believe this is now the Reishi wraps that we need. Yo, what's up, Soap? Soap, I need to get you mod in Discord, but I don't know how that works. Saying hi because the title said to. What's up, Brian? Yeah, it's like a little hangout stream today. It won't be that long because my body is kindly letting me know that I should not be pushing it too much. So I'm gonna have a lot. I'm gonna make sure I rest a bit more today. I got work tonight, but aside from that, we're gonna make sure we take some nice rest. Yep. Yo, back to back of Woo streams. Of course, I'm here. What's up? Good morning, Sleazy. Good morning, Keppa. Good morning, La People. I'm bad at Discord. Is anybody good at Discord and want to be a mod in my Discord? Just in case anybody tries to come in and sell you art, you can be like, no, we don't like art here. We're too non-metaphorical for whatnot, though. Since when do we listen to our bodies? Since always. I don't know. My health is not for anything. Like, I won't compromise my health. I've worked so hard at my health. I won't compromise it. I don't mind streaming for like a little bit. This is gonna be a shorter stream. I'll make sure, like, basically, you know, I live in Thailand. I can just legit get. We just, yeah, about this. No, listen, cause like I'm legit. I live in Thailand. I could just like go get a massage tonight and chill. And I've been working hard and I've been doing stuff. And I went to Laos and I did all this stuff. Like, I'm gonna make sure I take care of myself. Cause basically, when I was at the gym, I was trying to do my neck workout, which is something I do. And as I was doing my neck workout, I was like, oh, it's actually kind of swollen. Like, my neck is not just like a little bit like, ugh, it's like kind of swollen. I was like touching it and I was like, bleh. It hurts. Not hurts, but you know, it's uncomfortable. Which normally just means, like I said, all that means is I should take care of myself. That's all. That's all. Nothing too crazy. Okay, so I got my cloak, I got my boots. Now that I have this, I want to do Halls of Atonement. Halls of Atonement is what I'm looking for. If it's the same keys, I want to do Halls of Atonement. So we're going to make sure we buy all this stuff, and I want to get some Resto Shaman footage in Halls of Atonement. We will just do a 12, because that's all that's needed for this particular thing that I will do. I'm going to make dungeon guides. It's going to happen. I need to figure out some video editing software, but I'm going to make dungeon guides. When I make dungeon guides, this is going to be the cool thing. I'm going to make them real good. They're going to be awesome. They're going to be so good, but I need footage. I need, like, direct footage from today, so I want to do Halls of Atonement in particular, because I feel like this is a big one. Halls of Atonement, boom, plus 12. And this is the goal, that we're going to get some footage of me playing different specs in Halls of Atonement today. That's the plan. That's the plan. This dungeon was, like, much harder before, but it's not that bad anymore. Also, let me tell you guys something super annoying that happened this morning. Let me tell you. I got out of the shower, and I was washing my face, right? As one does. I was washing my face, and I was, like, touching my nose like this. I was, like, washing my face, and I was like, why does this hurt? And I realized that I'm getting a little pimple right there. It's, like, the worst spot that you... It's, like, it's worse than here. This is better. If you get a pimple, like, right on your forehead, that's better. This one is, like, right in the crease of your nose. And it's always irritating, because if you ever blow your nose or anything, like, this one is always irritated now. It's unfortunate. But it is what it is. A DK. All right, bet. Alt 4. Oh, sure. Bring it. I get the... Yeah, dude, like, I hate... Like, I get acne sometimes, but they're like... This is, like, a really annoying spot for it. Like, right there, that's, like, an annoying spot for it. You don't want that spot. That's a rough spot. We'll revert now. Magic debuff back into a curse. I also agree, Cartman. I mean, that's the first thing that happened. When I read that, the very first thing I thought was bad change. That was the first thing. I knew the second I read that change, I was like, nope, it's a bad change. They made Halls harder with that. Now, granted, they made it easier to tank, so that's nice. They took out the bleeds. There's no bleeds in Halls anymore, so now it's easy for tanks. Keep in mind, I still had a tank die in there the other day, but it's much easier for tanks now, which is much better. But, yeah, healing Halls of Atonement is going to be the hardest dungeon to heal right now, by far. I want to show people how to heal it. Like, I think I have some good tips and stuff. So my plan today is to actually just heal Halls of Atonement on, like, 2 or 3 different healers and show you how I would approach on, like, the 3 healers that I'm more comfortable with. Yeah, that's, like, my plan. That is my plan. That's my plan. So we will not be playing Guardian Druid for today. There will be no Guardian Druid. This will be a short little stream, be a nice little stream. And we will be playing some fun stuff instead. Resto Shaman first, and then we'll play some Resto Druid and some Evoker, and we will go from there. But I will mourn the fact, like, I don't know how people do skincare. I know some people do skincare, like, really well. I just am bad at it. Like, I don't know how people do it. But, like, I try my best to do some skincare. But, like, there's this, like, when I know I'm getting a spot like this, like, I have some stuff I can put on. But the problem is that my stuff is a thick white cream. And I kind of didn't want to show up to stream with a thick white cream on my face. You can appreciate how that would be not great for stream, yeah? Like, you can appreciate how if I show up to stream and I just have, like, a giant white spot, like, right there, that could be tough. Is that a streaming thing? Wait a second. That got by on my Twitch? That's interesting. Is it because there's no link in there? Wow, they're getting clever, the bots. What class you play the most, and what are you gonna main slash push on? Good question. Probably Guardian. Right now, I think that Guardian is not troll after playing it like literally 20 hours in the last 2 days. I mean, I only played Guardian pretty much for a few days. I genuinely think it's solid. I'm not gonna troll my team if I play Guardian, so I think that Guardian is probably gonna be my choice. I'm looking forward to it. As long as Guardian is in troll, I'll play it. I like it. It's the thing I have the most fun on. So I like tanking. In general, though, I like tanking. I'll always maintain a healer and a DPS just for fun, but mostly I'll be tanking. I'm a tank player. I kind of have the most joy tanking and stuff like this, though. I know Soap. I haven't seen one in forever. I know. That's right, isn't it? Isn't that interesting? What's up, Safaroon? You told me yesterday about your name. I remember. An arcane mage. Okay. Thoughts on Prot and Holy Pally. Okay, Prot Pally's in a decent spot. Like, it's playable. It's definitely not S tier. Like, Yoda was coping when he put it there as a clickbait thing. But it's not S plus tier, but it's good. Like, honestly, Prot Pally will be just fine. So, Prot Pally's a decent tank right now. However, Holy Pally, rough. I just, the way I understand Holy Pally right now is this. If I'm tanking, and I'm going to do a key, and there's a Holy Paladin in my key, I'm concerned. I'm just like, oh no. Like, I have a negative perception on what that means, because if there's a Holy Paladin in my key, I'm pretty sure that we're going to suffer with HPS checks. Like, is it possible to play? Of course. But I'm immediately concerned about the HPS. We walk into Halls of Atonement with a Holy Pally, and I'm scared. Rather, if we walk in with a Resto Druid, I'm chilling. Resto Shaman, I'm chilling. Disc Priest, I'm chilling. Even Mistweaver Monk, I'm a little bit more chill. So Holy Paladin, although technically very good for keys, it's just a little bit of... It just can struggle with the numbers. Like straight damage numbers and straight other things. Like, that's the issue with Holy Pally. They have a lot of stuff. Like, they actually have an amazing toolkit. You know that, right? Like, no, of course. I mean, obviously, if it's Ellesmere, he'll be able to do just fine. But, like, oh, you know, Holy Pally, they have an amazing utility kit. They have a melee kick. They have Hodge. They have Sack. They have Poison Dispel. They have the Righteous Protector talent for Sack. They have, like, Freedom. They have a lot of stuff this season. They have an immunity. They got Bop. They have a lot of good tools, but it's just output. It's just an output thing. Like, that's ultimately what it comes down to, is just, like, the truth is that if their output is low and you're going to be scared playing with one, then that's a tough one. Dalton. Ooh. Prot Warrior. It's a good Prot Warrior. This guy wants to play Balanced Druid instead. He's at least done a Halls of Attunement. Should we take I'll take a Balanced Druid and see what they can do. Sure, why not? People asked me earlier, like, how Balanced Druid was doing. I'll see this, though. Oh, I play NA. I play NA, although I live in Asia. Ping is around the same. If I could swap WoW accounts, I could probably do it, though. Easy 12 halls. Easy 12 halls. That's it. Nothing too special here. Nothing too special. Easy 12 halls. So, the way I thought I would do this, here's my plan. Now, I thought this was a decent plan. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to play the Halls of Atonement on my Shaman. I'm going to play it on my Druid. I'm going to play it on my Evoker. And then I know that this hour of play is going to be Halls of Atonement, right? And then I'm going to download the VOD. I'll put that into a video editing software, and I'll clip the parts that I want to focus on. That was my idea. Now, it'll take some work and effort. It might take me a bit, but that was my plan of how I was going to make the healer stuff. That was my plan. Okay, oh, I really need a new ring. Actually, oh, I should not be playing this as Resto Shaman. This ring is actually troll to play. Do I have another Season 2 ring, or is this guy just crafted only from Season 1? Hold up, one second. A few minutes. I need a few minutes to act crafting and craft a ring, because this is so troll to play on this. Not a good test. Well, that was the main for, like, somehow you lost your love for it. It's not technically undertuned. It's just whatever, though. Craft a ring, even though it's technically, I didn't want circlet. That's fair. Take the loss, have fun with your life. You know what I mean? Will you play with both hero talents? For Shaman? Oh, Taze, you asked me. I'm so sorry. I was gonna... you offered something really nice, and I forgot to message you on Discord before I went live. I was busy this morning. I was out. I took my lizard for a walk. I met some random person from Hungary. There was this random woman. I was doing laundry, and, like, laundry's downstairs, and I was doing my laundry, right? And she was just like, hello. And I was like, oh, my God. This is what I've trained for. This is the moment. And I was like, hey, how are you? And she was like, I'm good. And I was like, cool. You, in Thailand for long? Or I was just like, I did it. I was like, I did it. I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. And then anyway, she like asked for my contact information and stuff. So I was like, I think I did a good job. She thought I was a normal person. I got away with it. Unbelievable. It's not the numbers for me. I'm just not a fan of the melee. What am I doing here? I was doing something. Crafting a ring. Crafting a ring. Most important, because I don't want to play with Circlet as a Resto Shaman. Train me, please. I will get rid of my tailoring, my Dragonflight tailoring. Unlearn. This character was copied to PTR so early on that he has none of his current gear. So I have to actually just go learn this real fast. It's not too hard to do. You just have to do this, though. We learned the language I left of simple conversations, though. Yeah, she has no idea. She has no idea. She's like, what do you do? I was like, I'm a trainer. She's like, cool, cool, cool. I didn't mention streaming or anything. Yeah, she has no idea. She has no idea that I just play World of Warcraft literally all day. She has no clue. She'll never know. Amazing. What's up, Ollie? How's it going? Ollie, I fooled a normal person. I didn't even fool. I was good. I did it like genuinely. She has no idea that I'm not normal. I was like pretty good. I was just like, I remember to be more quiet. Like I was taught basically that the best thing to do is to be really, really quiet. Like don't say too much. Because the more you talk, the more likely it is that you're gonna like give it away. You know, you don't want to give it away. All right. We want like crit verse probably. I still think I crit verse even as Farseer. As I play Resto Shaman today, I will mostly be testing Farseer because I do think that Farseer is literally just the superior choice. I think that Farseer is basically the play. That's my opinion. I think that Totemic is maybe for like an all melee comp, but the downpours are you're so dependent on it though. What trinkets on PTR? So I'm using the 2-set, this Void Core with this just seems like an easy choice, and then the other trinket can be literally whatever, it doesn't matter. For now, I'm just using, I think like a Dawn Crystal, but I could use one of the OP ones if I wanted to. There's an OP trinket that you can do. Oh, I need more knowledge. Where's the treaty that I got? There's like an OP healing trinket. Like I'd use the Twisted Mana Sprites. Like that one's like an OP healing trinket, but it's actually so OP that I don't think it's like. I think that one is like trolling. 1 minute, 2 minutes. Go there. Sorry, I forgot to craft a ring on this, and I do want to test it properly. You will just not play Circlet. Shaman doesn't like Mastery, and I just have Mastery right now. That doesn't change with Farseer. So we're just going to make a neck real quick. And also my neck is the old neck. I don't even know if it scales properly. So we do this and we do rings. And then that's pretty much all we need to do. A lot of clicks. Yo. Yeah, so I managed to sound normal, but you know what I mean? People's time is important. I know. I'm sorry. He literally just said people's time is important. I know. I just forgot. I forgot. All right, we need spark number 1, craft this, and we just craft 2 of these. Boom, create all. Hello? Create, oh, jeweler's tools, I missed the 1 item. No, I'm trying to hurry. I'm rushing right now. What's up, Cal? How's it going today? I'm going to test some other specs today. I'm not be playing Guardian because I want to make dungeon guides. I want to help people. These dungeons on PTR, the first week of the season is going to be, as Taliesin says, a shit show. Like, you will literally, like, it's going to be such a shit show, you have no idea. Like, people are really, you have no idea. It's going to be so tough. It's actually going to be so miserable, I swear. You're just going to have the worst time in the beginning of the season. Yeah, you're going to have a really shit time. You are not going to enjoy this season for what it's worth. Yeah. Stretchy? All right. So basically what you got to do, and here's the catch, right? Here's the catch. What you really want to do for this season, trust me, is make friends. Fox ears for a minute? All right, bet. I can do that. I'll put on my fox ears. Even though I'm playing the water. I'm playing the water healer. I'm not even playing a furry right now. Boom. Here. Yep, we'll lust the first pull, go straight to shard. That makes sense to me. And then we'll go like this. Perfect. We got to buy 1 enchant just to have, like, the things properly set. We go like bam. Buy some few things. Great. I'm rushing. I don't want to take up the time of my team here. I think I just got rid of my healing potions. That's okay. Don't worry about that. We're just going to go like bam. And then, like, I don't know, grab some of these. Which are these ones? Great. Done. I'm on the way now. Russian. What do you mean Russian? Dude, where did you get the ears? I actually don't know. I've had these ears for so long that I genuinely do not remember. I don't remember where I got them. All I know is that I also have a tail, but I'm not allowed to wear the tail on stream, Aoi. The only thing is I'm not allowed to wear the tail on stream for obvious reasons. For obvious reasons. It would be simply too epic. I feel like if I wore the tail on stream, people would be like, damn, woo, that's awesome. And I'll be like, I know, I have to try to like keep it settled. You know what I mean? Flex redeem. All right, bet. I went to the gym this morning, and I'm not gonna lie, my shoulder was not feeling particularly great. I actually was not feeling particularly great. And yeah, see ya? Okay. Thanks for coming in here and making the redemptions. Okay, I have my Farseer talent set. This is give or take what I'm playing, and then we're going to go like this. We're going to go like this, though. No one will ever question the reasons. It's true. My posture is that of a slug right now. Thanks for the reminder. You're welcome. This is the key. Yeah, you don't want to look like a slug, unless you're Ryan Reynolds. Technically, Ryan Reynolds was a slug, and he's cool. All right, ready, check, let's go. I think that was all I needed to do, just to get, like, actual crit and verse. There you go. I have a tail, but need the fluffy ears. I actually don't know where I got the ears from, to be honest. Okay, Resto Shaman gameplay. The only other thing I want to do real quick is just bring this up because these action bars are really annoying me that they're all the way down there. Like, that's so tough that they're all the way down here. So we're just going to go like this, hide the bar art. There we go. I haven't played Resto Shaman much on PTR. Great. Show the DK's talents? Sure. 1 second. Boom. The DK is running this at the moment. This is what the DK is running. Great. There we go. All right, let's go. He's playing the Deathbringer Frost. Pull. 10. Are we ready, folks? Oh, I didn't make the key. Oh, I'm rushing. I felt bad because I formed a group, and then immediately I kind of like emergency realized that I was using the wrong things. Okay. So basically, I know I want to make some dungeon guides. I really don't want people to struggle so much in the first part of the season. And you will struggle. You will literally struggle so much. You're going to hate, like, you're just going to have such a hard time pugging. The very first thing to know is that you cannot, under any circumstances, heal your tank on this first pull. You cannot heal your tank. What you must do is only prep healing on everyone else. But you cannot, under any circumstances, heal your tank. So now I can go. And then I'm just going to straight up pop Ascendance here, dwarf myself, dispel this, and then here we go. Boom. I'm going to pop my defensive, and then even though I have a big cooldowns up, yeah, don't fuck around here. And then we can do damage. You can not, it's not that you can't do damage on this pull, but it's very important that you don't actually greed your damage. Like, this is just a full-on, make sure, wow, we have big damage. Holy shit, the thing's already dead. Ah, okay. Not having a plater profile, I'm not going to lie, kind of sucks. No, I just realized that my plater is not on, and this is going to look terrible. But that's okay. Boom, boom, boom. Easy healing. Easy healing. That died really quick. That died super fast. So Shaman actually is fun. Shaman does big damage right now, but my UI is annoying me. So I'm going to just edit my UI like right in the middle of this. Options, action bars. We don't need these right two bars. That'll make that feel so much better. Look how much more space we have on our screen. I think actually having a good UI is like super underrated for keys. Like straight up, just having a UI that actually like see what you need to see, and also it's not like completely overbearing, is like super helpful. Wait, where are we going? Ooh, he's going this way. Okay, okay. Can. Ancestors heed my calls. So here, there's only mostly tank damage. There's just the one dispel here, and then there's this, and you just kick this guy in. Boom. Yeah, you gotta have a good UI. I think that having a good UI is like not up for debate, to be honest. Boom, 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 boom. Farseer is so much better than Totemic right now, and is weird. It's actually weird how much better they feel. Like, I don't know, this feels significantly better for me than Farseer does. Or, sorry, Totemic. Like, look at my damage as a Resto Shaman. Like, look at my Resto Shaman damage as an example here. But also, like, I'm also just healing, like, very easily. Like, it's so easy to shotgun heals as Farseer right now. I think that I don't have high haste. Like, I don't know if you need to anymore, Holy, because one of the things, Holy, is that the new tier set for Farseer is kind of why, like, it's a literal different playstyle at this point. Cool. So I go like this. I prep my totem. I can even recall the totem if I really wanted to. Dispel this. And then big heals. Big heals, big heals, big heals. Bam. Boom. Cloud burst it. Easy. As far as your... No, so basically, like, I think it's still crit verse. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, you might want a little bit more haste than what I'm running right now. But effectively... Because you actually just kind of shotgun. So, like, right now, right, I'm going to pop Ascendance. Are we going to get this Dispel? Holy, there's, like, a lot of... Luckily, my Dispel all here. I actually should have popped this earlier. Because, as you can see, I'm struggling. So, I should have prepped that earlier. I was greeting some damage because I got cocky. So basically, though, yeah, you want a little bit more haste, but the new tier set just gives you so much Riptides that you kind of almost heal through Riptides. Like, I did big damage there. I should have popped my totems in a different order. It's been a second, though. There, like, I should have popped my this in a slightly different order for sure. That was a mistake on my part. Just because, like, one of the things about this is that you're, like, so tempted to actually do damage for once. Does Farseer Resto beat? No. Nothing beats Pres Evoker in damage. The problem with Pres Evoker is every Pres Evoker on PTR is not that good. Like, that, honestly, I'm not going to lie to you guys. The problem with Pres right now, like, Pres's biggest problem is the fact that everyone I've seen who plays it just doesn't min-max that spec. Like, if I play Pres Evoker, you'll be like, holy shit. You'll really just be like, wow. Actually, Spirit Link for my tank here. This is a Spirit Link moment. If he's in the link, he'll live. And if not, what I do is I go like this. I cap totem. I use my utility because I need to actually help him out. Otherwise, we're all set now. Okay, fair enough. You can drop your crit a little less and supplement hastens mana. Yeah, so mana isn't an issue whatsoever, which is also a really nice benefit of Farseer. Like, Farseer doesn't struggle with mana whatsoever. It's really, really nice. The fact that Farseer does not struggle with mana. But I also think it's important, like, if I make dungeon guides, you know, I think it's personally important that I don't make them with only the tanking mindset in mind. Like, I think it's actually important to have a good base of knowledge of how all the specs work on PTR. That's my personal opinion. I know some people are way more okay with just being like, hey, I've tanked this. This is what the dungeon's like. Here's a guide. I don't think that's true, though. Like, I really think that it's so much more helpful to actually be like, yo, I've DPS this, and it really sucks when the tank pulls like this. Or I've healed it, and I'm like, yo, this is, like, unhealable. Like, how are we doing this? You know what I mean? Like, I think it's actually so important to have different perspectives. Or, like, I'm a dot class. I wish my tank would take aggro here. Or I'm a this class. Or it's like, I just wish... Like, there's so many things you learn by playing the different roles. So there, I know I can just basically do damage because my tank isn't going to die with only those mobs. You normally pull more with that. I wonder what route he's taking here because right now we're going to be very shy on percentage. So I'm curious to know what route he takes. Boom. I'm going to make sure the Loyal Beast cast doesn't go off. Even though I have a 12-second kick and I could technically be kicking these bolts, I'm not going to. I'm actually only going to kick this Beast cast. This one's more impactful by far. So I have a Dwarf Racial, and then I have this, and I just put a Cloudburst down, my Healing Rain, and I out-heal the bolts this way. Oops. 2 bolts on DK do hurt, though. They do hurt. I should have Cap Totem there. That was a mistake on my part. I kind of forget that I'm a Shaman at the moment, though. And then these shards, each one of these shards, just make sure you have legitimate healing for it. Like actual healing cooldowns. So from here, I will Dispel this, and then I'm going to press Ascendance. And then I'm actually just going to be healing. But I can just shotgun heals with Riptide. That is something interesting that's like different about how it was. Is that you can literally just depend on your Riptide a lot more than you were. And I think that's kind of cool personally. Like I think that's pretty cool. I like the idea that I can actually just technically heal through that. You just Ancestor. You can even put a chain heal. Like you can... I feel like there are options for how to play Farseer, whereas Totemic is very much like these are the buttons you press, and there's not really a lot of things going on with it. But like there, a lot of my healing was just straight up the Ancestors casting Chain Heal. Like you can hard cast the Chain Healer too in that scenario. As long as you have Ancestors out, you do pretty substantial HPS. So I wonder what he's pulling, because we are very short on percentage, no? I was getting like 64% by the time I got to first boss. It's insane. I started pulling like everything here. So here is all going to be tank damage, so I can just do damage. And then I can passively heal him. Nice. What do I have to stun these guys when they start running? As a shaman, I technically do not have much. What I have is a Cap Totem. But that they died so fast that they were not actually in the cap totem. Ooh, I did get them. Nice. Solid. Solid, solid, solid. But yeah, I think that basically one of the things about WoW, which kind of is tough, like it's actually kind of tough because it's like unfair to expect anyone to do this. But technically speaking, you should play everything. Like the more that you play in World of Warcraft, the better player you're gonna be. It's just really tough because like that takes a lot of time investment. It takes a lot of this investment. There's a whole bunch of stuff with that. It's not so easy to do, but for what it's worth, it will make you a better gamer. If it's something that you can do, you should totally do it. A lot of people ask like, how can I get better at the game, etc. And it's like one of the things is actually just play tank, healer, and DPS, and you'll be really good at the game. Like actually though. I think Guardian will be crafting a weapon. All depends on Vault. So the way that weapons work is that it's always exactly the same, by the way. It gets literally always exactly the same with weapons, which is that if you get one in Vault, you don't craft. And if you don't get one in Vault, you craft. Because weapon is the biggest upgrade. So I guess it kind of depends. Like there's a world where if you really just want to greed your item level for whatever reason, you technically, which is very interesting, whoops. You technically do not have to craft a weapon. But it's the right thing to do. Yes, exactly. And also specifically from healing and tanking. Oh, did he just DC? That's rough. That's rough. I guess we'll have to do this again real quick, though. It looks like it. We'll give him a second to come back. He might come back. Give him a second, I suppose. It's PTR, so maybe he just actually DC'd. Playing Bear. I tried Resto Druid and PTR and it's busted. Oh, yeah. Like, Resto Druid does such infinite HPS right now. Like, Resto Druid does such infinite HPS. Also, my Boomy is in despair. Like, he's doing his very best to actually, like, do competitive damage, and he just doesn't. He just actually doesn't. Farseer, however, doing big single target DPS, huh? This is, oh, it's not completely single target. We pulled funnel here. You know? If he doesn't dibs, I think we can restart, though. Can restart real fast. All good. We just restart real fast. I kind of got some Shaman footage at least. Just glad with recent buffs I can play Bear again for another season. Yeah, I honestly think that Bear will be okay. But yes, Aiden, Resto Druid is like genuinely just overtuned. The thing about Resto Druid, right? The thing about Resto Druid, though, I got from stream. Taze will come. Yeah, my problem with Resto Druid is that it's a numbers issue. It's not a playstyle thing. I will actually tell you that Resto Druid by itself is not a fantastic healer for keys. It doesn't actually have some of the stuff. I think it might get nerfed. The problem is if they nerf the numbers on Resto Druid, it's not that good. Like, that's the problem. If they nerf Resto Druid numbers, then there's going to be a problem. Like, there could be a real issue with that. You know what I mean? I'm Prot Warrior and Prot Paladin. Which one is stronger or both? That is a good question. Also, hi, Ash. Thank you for saying hi on Kick. Hi, Ash. I don't actually know, like I said, how Kick is going to go, but I figure I might as well. You don't like Resto Druid because it takes a spot for Bear? No, I don't like Resto Druid because Resto Druid lets people die. Resto Druid lets people die. That's why I don't like it. No one likes Resto Druid? I feel like, though. There's just... Oh, okay. You were a good tank there. It's so much easier to tank this dungeon now, huh? Cool, I'll replace... We can do 14. I kind of just want, like, easy hauls. So, like, 14 requires me to, like, do more healing and stuff. Oh, damn. They all left. Is there a group on PTR at the moment? All right, Taze, bring it. Beater is in this. Oh, Drogo's playing. What do they need? No. Unfortunate. Resto Druid has a weak external and doesn't have absorbs. So it does infinite HPS, which makes you feel pretty safe, but at some key level, there's a problem with it. We'll see. I want to see how it ends up being. If they nerf the numbers on Resto Druid, you might not bring it. The other problem, of course, is that Boomy is down bad. Feral's only played in a physical comp, and Guardian is realistically not meta, so... Most of Resto Druid's advantage is not just its tuning, but very literally and actually it is just straight up the number, like the fact that it has Mark of the Wild. I just think they should disable all group buffs and M+. Taze, can you grab the key real quick? I don't think I got a 14. I thought I would only do 12. Can you grab a 14 real fast? So the hardest dungeon after Hall's nerf. Control, good question. I still think that Halls might actually be the hardest dungeon, but not for tanks anymore. It's easy for tanks now. Hard for healers. Healers have a lot to do in halls. But it's easy for tanks. It's true. It's true. Rest in peace, Windwalker Monk. And also, like, Fury Warrior and stuff. I mean, basically, so I thought about it, right? And I was like, after testing yesterday, I played with some good Fury Warriors. Kino was he was pumping on his Warrior and stuff like this, right? Remove it to dungeons would be great. I agree. Like, that's a great point. It's called a raid buff, not a dungeon buff. That's what exactly right. It's called a raid buff. I understand why it exists for raid. It needs to exist for raid. Oh, it has to exist for raid. That would be a real problem. If it didn't exist for raid, you would literally just play like 10 fire mages if fire mage was good. So it has to exist for raid. That makes sense. But for keys, it's not good, dude. I just think it would be so much better for keys if they balanced around not having it. A guardian druid, bet. You see a good guardian druid? Yeah, I love playing. I want to see another guardian druid. I never get to see other guardian druids. Yes. Big bear. Let's go. There we go. I see a bear in here. What's up, dude? Ayo, Taze, I had a question. I forgot to ask you earlier. But, like, what do you mean? What healer will you play, or will you try all of them? Resto, Shaman, Druid, Prez. Those are the three I want to play, because those are the three that I have on kind of muscle memory. I do think they need to disable group buffs for keys. It'd be better. What side do you recommend most for classes? D. Thomas. None of them. It depends. For a basic introduction, some are fine. Like, you could read Icy Veins, Wowhead. They're all fine. The problem is that you ultimately have to practice and learn it yourself. Like, you can only do so much by reading a guide on one of those websites. People are paid to write them, and they have to make it long. But realistically, it would be so much better if they just made one paragraph and they didn't teach you how to min-max, but they kind of just were like, yo, press this button. If it was simpler, it'd be better, but they're not simple. They're complicated. I think that, honestly, like, ask me or ask people who play the class is so much of a better option. Let's say that I want to play Elemental Shaman. I'm not a very good Elemental Shaman. The first thing I would do is go to my friends list and see who I think are... Do I have any Elemental Shamans on that I think are good? I will just ask them. I'll message them and I'll be like, hey, I'm playing Ellie. Can you help me? And they go, sure. I say, fantastic. What should I do here? And then they'll start typing me an essay because they're passionate about the spec. And I'll go, no. Just act like I'm real stupid. I want you to give me... Pretend. I want you to look at me and realize that I am not intelligent. How would you explain it then? And then I'll get my answer of how to play it, though. What's up, Chronix? Howdy there. How goes it? Pretty good today. I think I'm, like, a tiny bit sick, though. Not, like, sick, but I'm noticing my throat is, like, not swollen. It's just, oof, you know? Come right here and swiper, no swiper. It's true, D. Thomas, though. Like, basically, if you just took swipe off your bars as a Guardian Druid, you'd feel so much better. Like, trust me, like, it doesn't matter if it's the thing, though. Of course, on do situational things, yeah. I'll tell people to go to Pika Sereni and then let me know. Yeah. Like, it's not a bad idea. Like, there are guides and compendiums that give you a good overall, but they have to min-max. Like, I don't know why the mentality is, like, if something is 0.1% ahead, they have to be like, yeah, you have to do this. It's like, it's 0.1%. Is Meld still big shit? Nah, Dwarf is the new thing, Nicola. It's all Dwarf now. It's actually not this at all. It's all Dwarf. It's 100% you want to be Dwarf now. Dwarf is the way. The answer, the key here is Dwarf. Yep. Most tanks, pretty much everybody is going to want to be Dwarf. Dream Grove is Liddy. I don't think I've ever said the word Liddy before in my life. Taze, do you have a 14? Did you remember to get it by chance? I only have a 12. I can go get it real fast, but otherwise I only have 12. Alright, cool. Cool. Okay, let's go. Are you ready? I have a feast, actually. Why don't I just put down this feast? Okay, I'm going to turn on my combat log. Maybe we can just get through this pretty easily. 14 means I actually have to heal, and let's do it. I want to see this Guardian Druid. What is he playing, by the way? I want to inspect him. I never get to see other Guardian Druids. Oh, he's Chinese, too. All right, okay. What is he playing? He's playing the Antenna with a crafted weapon, crit verse, crit mastery. Bro, what is this? He's a unicorn. He's playing every stat. Wait, why can't I see his talents? Oh, he zoned out. Oh, okay, he zoned back in. Good. I'm confused. This is a roller coaster of emotion. He actually just crafted every stat. This is haste verse. That's haste verse. Okay, so it's like, all right. And he's playing the normal build. Good. This is the build that I was expecting. I like this talent, and I still think it's worth taking this one. Okay, so he should be fine then. As long as he's not doing anything super weird, then we should be fine. But let's go. Actually, very interesting. I get to play for once. I get to play with another Guardian Druid. Okay, hold up. Wait, where's my Sky Fury and stuff? I just realized. Sky Fury should be on my bars and stuff. Do I have Earth Living Weapon as well? I think so. Okay, let's go. Ready? Here we go. The very first pull, as you go in, you cannot tag the ones unless the tank has done it. Do not heal your tank. You can be riptiding and doing whatever you want, not on your tank. But do not heal your tank. It's like a big deal, okay? Am I the Lust? Oh, I am the Lust. Dwarf, defensive, this. Boom, and here. Good. So you full ramp heals first. Watch the person with the curse, and then you're good. And then help people out. Dispel this. Boom. Big healing cooldown next. This person is going to need help, so I'm going to drop a Spirit Link, basically. Because they're going to get hit hard. I dropped the Spirit Link for this Thrash. Now I actually have to heal. You can see, even through Spirit Link, I'm almost dying through this. That is a lot of damage. Boom, my Ancestor is up. My Cloudburst is up. I go like boom. I go like damn. I do like bam. And then here we are. And there we go. Shaman is so easy to play. I love Shaman. I didn't even put Earth Shield on my tank. I was panicking so much, I didn't even put Earth Shield on my tank. He's fine, though. He's a big Guardian Druid. Nice. This guy's actually a good Guardian Druid. This will be super fun to test. I'm very excited. Because I always get to see Guardian Druid from my perspective. I never get to see anybody else play it. Cool. He seems decent. Excelente. Oh, he went this way. Behind. Ooh. You know, actually, I don't think this is a bad pull anymore, though. I don't think racials are that bad of a problem. This season, it felt terrible. This season, racials felt like absolutely... They felt just really bad. But next season, racials won't feel that bad. Yeah, I agree with this pull now. I actually do think that this is a pull you can do. Before, this was like super troll because the dogs would obviously just kill your tank. But now that the bleed is removed, I think that pulling every Houndmaster is a better choice. I'm going to Earth Ellie for my tank because he'll need it. Yeah, I Earth Ellie for him here. It'll help him for a second just to get like some distance between them. We have no DK for grip and stuff. So he cannot be taking this. He cannot be taking this. Where is he? Big healing. He presses SI, etc. And then I can just knock up for him. Use some utility, etc. Yo, my warrior is kind of also popping off on a pull like this, huh? This is what I'm saying. Fury warrior is not bad. He's keeping up with my Boomy, who is also kind of down bad right now, though. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Shaman feels so chill, though. I think that as much as I like Preservation Evoker, the truth is that if I had to really make a decision about what I was going to play for a season, I think I would just choose Shaman. Like, the ease of access is just so difficult to think about not playing Shaman. You click, like, 2 buttons, and it's just so easy, though. Yeah, they basically did fully remove the bleed. It's kind of insane. Like, and I think it's a great change, by the way, and I think that's an excellent change. But basically, yeah. So then we just cool down this here. I Riptide 1. I focus on my squishy person. I go like this. I go like this. We have Ancestors out. Easy money. Perfect. Just like that. Yep. The dog bleeds are gone. And that is a much better change. Because like I said before, no one... Like, the one thing your pugs cannot recover from is a pug death. If your tank dies, it's the one thing that people cannot recover from. What's up, Throwing Fins? How's it going? Yo, do you still have that aquarium? You mentioned to me at one point that you have an aquarium at home. Is this correct? I want to see this aquarium. Didn't you mention to me at one point that you actually have an aquarium? We either talked about the fact that you wanted one or that you have one. I don't remember now. I'm trying to remember. Okay, so I'm going to Prio Dispel my tank here at enough stacks. Yeah, can I see it? Can you put a photo in Discord? I kind of want to see it. Hey, yo, Soap, if you're here, can you pin Discord real fast? Because I want to see this. Where's the Discord? Just like exclamation Discord. So here, we're just going to instant heal after these curses. I can dispel one and then just heal the other one. Oh, see, that's the problem right there. That curse there, if you're a DPS player, just use a defensive. Otherwise, I'll try to watch you as a healer. But, like, yeah, that could be really tough. That was close. Gives the same amounts of reward for every... Exactly. Like, honestly, though... Yeah, no, I know, Taze. I know. That's more my fault than anything. I should have healed you immediately, but that shoot from the Houndmaster is random damage. This tank is going for it. I like this tank. He's a good bear tank. And he's doing, I think, my opinion, the right route. This is similar to what I had come up. I had come up with a route here that was very much based on just straight up pulling, like, all these gargoyles at the start. I think is actually a good strategy. I'm going to heal him 1. I have big ancestors out, so 1 should be enough, to be honest. I'm going to kick the Loyal Beast Prio. If I have to choose one thing to kick, it's Loyal Beast. I don't know about this back pull. Like, this back pull I had decided to skip because it's really bad percentage, on top of the fact that it's actually just not that decent for count. Like, it's bad for count, and there's 2 casters in it, and you kind of want to avoid the casters now. Like, I just don't think those casters are very good to pull with how the bolt changed. I don't know if they need to remove racials for keys, but I do think they need to... Oh, I got shout. My bad. They don't need to remove racials, but they do need to remove just like group buffs. Group buffs from keys would go such a long way. If they just took them out, then you could balance the game so much better. Big damage from Farseer Resto Shaman. I like this spec a lot right now. Easy 0 death run so far too. What's up, Spec? How's it going? How's it going? Yo, what's the weather where you guys are right now? You guys live in like the awesome place. You guys live in like the super cool place. I'm kind of curious, like, what is the weather like there? Because if you tell me it's perfect, I might get jealous. What if you tell me it's perfect and I'm gonna be like, damn, should I move to the woods? I wish they would balance separately. Okay, this is a cook that I had as well. You know how on PTR we get scaled? Honestly, on PTR, right? We get scaled to 710 in keys. So they have a button and a sliding scaling metric that they can apply to Mythic Plus. What if they just did that for other things? Like, why don't they... Like, you know how they give PvP modifiers for abilities? Why the hell don't they do that? But, like, honestly, like, they could just say, hey, for Mythic Plus, Fury Warrior is uncapped, but for Raid is capped. Why not? Why wouldn't you do that, actually? Like, I'm no joke, like, why not? I have to dwarf myself here. Big defensive, big healing. This is, like, huge healing. Otherwise, people are going to die. I was a second late in setting up. I was a second late. I need to catch him right now for the curse. Dispel this one. Big healing, big healing, big healing. Cloudburst, easy. Okay. Kick this first. Good. I want to get my healing rain off, but it's such an annoyingly long ability to cast. Okay, so another big healing cooldown here. Probably a link. I think I link. I was going to healing tide, but no, just link. Immediate link here. Everybody getting the link. It'll balance me for a second, and then I'm also going to healing tide. Huge, big downpour, big this, big dispel, first global, easy healing. Shaman is just so easy to play. Like, that's a lot of healing there, but I was able to do it just so easily just because Shaman. Like, if I was on somebody else, like, that could be hard. Like, my Prez could do it, obviously, but... Oof. No, so, like, you could balance it, though, because, like, the problem is they have to balance it, because if they uncap it, then it's the best snap threat in the game and whatnot. But if they just changed it, what if they changed it, though? What if they didn't? What if they just changed it so that it wasn't for raid, though? It was only for keys. Wouldn't that be better? What about that? Like, why can't they just make it so that, like, Fury Warrior in Mythic Plus is not the same as Fury Warrior in keys? Like, I don't understand why if that would be, like, actually so difficult to do. Because, like, fundamentally, it's not a bad raid spec. It's actually always been one of the best raid specs for melee, like, to get a warrior. Like, you either play Prot Warrior. Fury is notoriously very good in raid. It was epic in Ansarek, and then it paid for that by getting nerfed for keys. They had to nerf it so hard because it was so good in that raid that basically it was actually decent in keys. It was never even good for keys, but it was decent for once. And then they just were like, nah, never mind. They just couldn't leave it like that. For disc, we'll see. For disc, it could be easy, but I will say, like, bolts going off, like, I had a bunch of kicks there, and, like, Resto Shaman kicks are not to be underestimated, the value of them. So I need to dispel my tank now. Almost had him. Sorry, Taze. Like, I just feel like they could tune. I honestly think that if they tuned it better, it would be different. Like, if they just tuned it accordingly for Mythic Plus and stuff. Ooh, we're going to do boss with the middle pack. I also think this is not a bad pull now. I would say that this pull used to be troll, but I don't think it's troll anymore. I'll just pop Ascendance here, and then basically, like, I'll get ready to heal. Big healing. We just have to make sure that everybody's kind of topped, like, pretty fast here. So I Cloudburst this. I don't actually know if Cloudburst is the play at the moment. I could actually see Cloudburst not being the play. Like, I could see Cloudburst maybe not being the right choice, but I'm here. It was always the pull. Yeah, well, that was before. I got it. It was a mistake. I was prepared for it, though. No. So Cloudburst was the play. Sorry, that pull was the play back in the day when you had the Venthyr stuff, but also that pull is different now. I think you still play Cloud. I think you play Cloudburst for Farseer. Yeah. And Farseer is, like, kind of giga fun to play. Because like, my single target is really high, comparatively. Like, single target feels very decent. Oh, I don't know where we're going. Is he trying to pull funnel? I think he's trying to pull funnel here, right? Yeah. That's what he's doing. He's going for a funnel. Okay, I'll just heal then. That's okay. I am a healer. I don't like it, but I am a healer. There's no tank hit here, so we're going to gather out for this. I dispel myself. I cap totem here. And then I'm in that for like a second. No problem. Yeah, you can, once your ancestors get summoned, you can actually just shotgun stuff. Dude, that healing rain is so rough. That's such a long cast. It does feel pretty miserable, I'm not going to lie, to have to cast that healing rain. Like, it's a rough thing on Farseer. Like, comparatively, I guess you got spoiled, right? Like, playing Totemic for so long, you just got so spoiled that you were just like, what do you mean healing rain? I have to cast it every 10 seconds? Like, oh, man. It is not a good button. It's such a rough button, dude. Yeah, like, but you still play it. Like, it does way too much damage over the course of a key. It's not even the healing of it. It's like, it does way too much damage to not press. I don't know about single target. Like, maybe actually in single target, I don't press it. I could see that. I could 100% see the fact that in single target, I wouldn't press it. But, well, we have to go back through. We're all walking through the glass shards. But, like, my damage here, like, you know, you can still see Acid Rain. Like, there was I'll have to test, like, single target maybe on, like, third boss unless we pull. Like, last boss will be single target. And we'll see what that is. But, like, overall damage, it's too good not to take. You can see my overall is still so much. And I'm not greeting my overall here because keep in mind, I'm not really a main healer. This dungeon's actually hard to heal. So, I'm kind of focusing more on playing safe. This is not me greeting damage. Farseer can do 1,000,000 overall here, like, easily. But I think as a healer, especially in a dungeon like Halls of Atonement, the timer's not too bad. Especially the way the tank is pulling and everything. We got 60% here. It's excellent. I really think you just don't want to greed. This is not a dungeon to greed your damage. Yeah. How's PTR testing doing? Pretty good. It kind of just started today. I knew I wanted to start with some Resto Shaman. And I would say overall it's feeling really good. Feeling very strong. Like, just genuinely, like, I'm not even min-maxing my HPS whatsoever. I don't need to. I'm just really chilling. Like, big healing, good damage, still Resto Shaman utility, etc., etc. I have a kick here for this Obliterator. I can bring him in. There's so many little things, like having kicks and stuff, that are just really, really nice to have. So this is the 3-stack on him. There's a 4-stack on him with these ankle biters. Have to be very careful. This actually does a lot of damage, so I'm just going to be kind of tunneling him for a second. They're already dead, so now I just watch my tank, and here we go. This is why, as a tank player, as etc., like, I'm really just I'm so big on the fact that you should have a good awareness of what's going on. Like, I kind of just believe that I will be better at the season if I play everything. Like, I should play tank. I should play the healer spec. I should play all of it. It's so important, actually. Did he mean to pull this? What I can do is, outside of his Incarn, I can Earth Ellie for him. Because I know how to bear tank, yeah? So I know exactly when he might die. I know that I can dwarf this. I know I should press Ascendance right now. Like, just for him, if nothing else. So right here, I'm going to Earth Ellie for him. Because maybe the Earth Ellies take up... See how the Earth Ellie just took a Mortal Strike? I might have saved his life. He had Bark Skin up. Like, he had a plan. But it's so much better. If I know the fact that he might die there, that Earth Ellie might have just saved him. He didn't take that Mortal Strike. I think that was a good Earth Ellie. Between Resto Shaman and Resto Druid, Resto Druid is harder to play. Even though right now it is overtuned and just, like, wildly OP. Like, it's very, very overtuned. Like, the numbers on Resto Druid are actually just so strong right now that you could almost hit random buttons and you would do pretty good. Like, if you don't cat weave and you're actually just healing the whole dungeon. Ooh. Yeah, if you don't cat weave and you're really just, like, committed to healing as a Resto Druid right now, you can do just, like, crazy HPS. I will say, though, the issue with that is that there's still a ramp healer. You still have to think about your mastery. Technically speaking, you are still... Spirit Link? Get in the link. There's a lot of unexpected damage happening here. 1 second. Now, this is like a rough pull. I don't really like the way he's pulling this area. It's possible he hasn't gotten here because Halls is pretty hard, but I'm doing big healing. I'm keeping everybody alive. We got this. We got this. Oh, man. That's... We're doing it. We're doing it. He's getting tossed around. He's getting... He's basically like... He's... that was a pull. That was definitely a pull. So in there, I'm still able to do my damage, but that was a pull for sure. Ooh. Scary. Scary, scary, scary. All right. Resto Shaman is by far the easiest healer to play. Farseer actually adds a little bit of complexity to it, but Resto Shaman is just so powerful considering how straightforward it is Shoe Lane. If you want to learn how to heal or you want to just play kind of a chill healer, nothing compares to Resto Shaman. Like, Resto Shaman is your best bet by far. Non-negotiable. Like, there's no argument for that. Like, you are just playing Resto Shaman. It's just straight up. It's really, really, really solid. It does good healing. It does good damage. It has probably the best utility out of actually anything. Do not get aggro. You have to let your tank get aggro here. So nobody touch shit. Good. I like this funnel on boss, actually. That's an interesting funnel. This boss is so simple. People will still die to it, but you want to know how to do this boss? I'll explain it to you right now. Okay? Don't stand in the red circle. There's a red circle. Don't stand in the very obvious red circle. Congratulations. That's literally how you do this, though. Like, it's actually that simple. Just don't stand in the super obvious red circle. People will still die here. But that's pretty... What? Okay, that one was invisible. Hold up. No, 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 no. No. That one wasn't... There was no circle there. Hold up. Wait, no, listen. It could not have been worse timing for me. Listen, no, it could not have been fucking worse timing for me. You know as well as I do that was invisible. There was nothing on my screen. I have to report it as a bug. Listen, no, I have to report it as a bug. What? No, what? No. It was invisible. You know as well as I do. There was nothing there. There was nothing. That could not have been the worst. That could not have been. That was the worst possible time for that to happen. I got him. Chat saw it? It was invisible, though. There was no circle. I got it. Yeah, I got a bug report that. That's a bug report. Bro, that was actually hilarious. So you can... I think I can bait these out, too, though. No, actually, though, like... I swear it wasn't there. No, it wasn't there, though. Yeah, you can clip it, though. You now know how to do this boss. All right, fine. I admit the fact, but I swear that one was invisible. I am known to occasionally get hit by things I'm not supposed to... Oh, my God. I guess I should have defensive that. Actually, higher key level, that could have been a real big problem just now. Red circle right there. We're moving here. It's not that bad. Your healer has to kind of pay attention. I guess they all died at exactly the same time. They do a little bit more damage than I remember. Is there a clip there? Yo, hold up. If you're not subbed, wait. Street, yeah, you gotta permit that. There you go. Send it again, Grizz. Send it again, Grizz, because that could not have been better timing. Fucking fantastic. Oh, I didn't prep healing. Oh, there's 2 targets. Actually, okay. Hold up. My bad. The release point is here now, at least, though. Alright, he's gonna pull this out. That's fine. Watch aggro, then. Even though we have a hunter. Put my acid rate down. Rebuff. That boss shouldn't kill you, technically. Although I could see it killing you. This is just the rapid fire and the shoots that happen here. So, as a healer, it's mostly watching your tank on this pull. But this Guardian feels great to heal right now. I will say that this Guardian makes me very happy at the moment, though. That's going to be a good clip for sure. That's gotta go on Discord clip. that has to go on Discord. So just watch your tank. Oh, man. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Shoot, that needs to go everywhere. I made social media. Yo, did you know I made social media? It's just that I don't know what to do with it. And basically, I just kind of post my lizards. Like, I just post my lizards adventures on my Instagram. My Twitter is just thirst traps. I'm not going to lie. I just post, like, some old modeling stuff. So occasionally I'll look through my old modeling folder and I'll just be like, yeah, this is funny. So I just post that to Twitter. Like, Twitter is just because people sometimes ask me, they're like, yo, do you have any spicy content? And I'm like, no. And they're like, can we see some anyways? And I was like, okay, Twitter. Like, Twitter literally is just that. That's all Twitter's going to be. And I'm okay with it. Okay, so this bull here, we dwarf, luckily. Because otherwise, we're in significant danger. This boss here, I'm going to hit Ascendance. Oh, my rain. Okay, so we hit Ascendance. We do not mess around here. This is, like, the most healing I could do. Dispel him. Big shotgun heals. This is actually, like, such a difficult pull if you pull everything together. Just, like, massive focus. Do not mess up. Don't mess up. I defensive myself. Big ancestor healing right here. Here we go. Because I don't have enough dispels to actually do this, though. Shotgun heal this. Shotgun heal this. I got him. I got him. I got him. Riptides, Riptides, Riptides. He's going to kite into the lantern there. Perfect. Okay, dispel this. Healing potion myself. All right, I think we made it through. That was actually, like, it's so hard. I'm at, like, 4 million HPS, which is actually not that crazy, to be honest, but I could do even more. All right, so now we're going to Healing Tide to settle. Ancestor 1. Boom. Chain heal. Oh, I almost have it. I almost have it. No, my Healing Tide wasn't enough. My Healing Tide was actually straight up not enough. Okay, I should have Spirit Linked it. I thought my Healing Tide would carry that. I was late to ramp it. Okay, so my ancestors are out. I dispel this. I know I have Earth Ellie for myself. And then I'm just ready to heal. Good. That's a rough spot to be in. No problem. That was a tough one. I should have Spirit Linked it, and then we would have been okay. Big healing. Good. Yeah, this boss is kind of a menace. He's not that bad. On my Prez Evoker, he's really easy, actually. On my Prez Evoker, he feels chill. This one is probably a Spirit Link, because I don't know if I have this single target burst straight up to heal this hunter right now. I'm going to Spirit Link it. At least one of us will be in the link, maybe. Okay, so we got through that one with Spirit Link. How am I getting through the rest? This is actually going to be a miserable... They even nerfed this, too. This is, like, post-nerf as well. That's pretty insane. So we can prep a heal right as it lands. Like, right as the ghost lands. I got all this out. We can Cloud Burst it, dispel this, heal this immediately. Boom. Bam. Shotgun heal, shotgun heal, shotgun heals. Holy fuck. Dude, I'm actually feel like I'm doing really good healing. But actually, am I just playing with squishy specs, or am I just not healing it properly? I might not actually heal it properly. I think I need to be healing this even better. Which is kind of wild. I feel like I'm doing a pretty damn good job healing this, but nope. Ancestral. Where is it? I'm panicking. I'm panicking. See how I can heal us, though? See how we're, like, super tanky? Oh, Reincarn. Dispel. Oh, nope. Bro. I actually wasn't able to... Yeah, I guess they were both squishy. Like, they can't help me at all. The warrior was there. If I had been in the right spot for this, it would have been okay. Oh, actually, my bad. I guess I need practice on healing that, then. Yeah... I guess if, because I spent too much on the first part, though. Oh, all good. We don't have to finish the run. It's all, I don't mind. Yeah, I guess, my Prez doesn't have a problem with that. My Prez doesn't actually have an issue there. But that's all good. All good. No need to finish. I got my footage. I got my footage. I got my footage there. I'm on log Prez now. My Prez wouldn't have a hard time. I think I was missing HPS, actually. I think I was healing it poorly. I was healing it poorly there, yeah. I could have done much better. Healer dungeon? For sure it's a healer dungeon now. Yeah, it was good tanking, though. We'll do it again. I go again on Prez. That was interesting, though. I think that the Dispel profile there is... I don't know whether I should have been trying to cast on the main target or not. But, yeah. My Hunter can't really help. And then if he just consistently gets the dot... Because I was torn between dispelling my Boomy and my Hunter. It would have been better, I think, if I had dispelled my Hunter first. There was no extra damage. It was actually just straight up the dot that would kill. Yeah, I think I was just missing HPS. I think that fight there is like a 4.5 mil HPS moment. I think that's just an HPS thing that I missed. I actually think that's exactly what that is. All right, I go on to a healer that can do it then. Can Boomy self-dispel? Nope, you cannot. I normally do is just PTR stuff. PTR doesn't track it for whatever reason. I just haven't set my Omni CD perfectly on PTR. Here we go. It was down, but it's probably lived through it no problem. Basically, if you don't have a defense, like this was healing tide. Like I actually had a big cooldown here and stuff like this though. I had a big healing cooldown there, but it just wasn't enough. Here as well. About Prez and Resto Druid. Oh, Prez, 100%. There's no question about that. Prez is the hardest healer to play. I like it a lot, and it's like Giga, but it's the hardest healer to play. Nobody would doubt that. Like, Prez is really tough to play properly. It's actually, like I said, super powerful right now, but just very difficult to explain and nuance this healer. Like, to get the most out of Prez is tough. You know what I mean? All right. Well, because it's not about the range issue is a complete misunderstanding of the spec. I swear, when anybody tells me that Prez has a range issue, it doesn't really have a range issue. There's like 1 or 2 fights, okay? There's 1 or 2 fights where Preservation Evoker is like, man, I wish people were in range. Otherwise, there's no problem. I promise you. There's like literally nothing to worry about. In case you want to call my Shaman. Are you playing Resto? What are you playing? Grizz Warrior. All right, I bet. So yeah, Prez doesn't have a range issue. That's like an old school way of looking at it. All right, Taze, what are you bringing? You want to bring the Ellie? Okay. I'm gonna see you play Ellie. Hold on, let me just get here. I'll go back to Group Finder. We have a Demonology Warlock as well. Could play with Demo Warlock, I don't mind. Could play with whoever, technically. But forced to click Heart of the Wild into healing. Yeah, that's not a thing anymore. They don't off-heal at all. They just have Vigil. But that was more my bad. I just haven't healed it on Shaman before, and I think I just misprepped my cooldowns. That would be a fight where I maybe have to learn it a little bit more. This will be my Prez setup at the moment. I don't actually have my cloak, and I should totally get my cloak. Hold up. Where's the cloak at? I gotta get my cloak. Did you try the Blood DK? What's this? A Destro Warlock? Bet. We could play double Warlock here. Why not? I miss playing Venthyr Boomy so much. Yeah. Try the Blood DK. Yeah, I've played Blood DK a lot on PTR, actually. It's genuinely fun. It feels really, really good for lower keys. But I won't say that it's not going to be meta. The problem with Blood DK is that it does still struggle with the fact that it's a Blood DK. And you basically just can't play it in high enough content. It won't be meta. You'll have a hard time getting invited. Where's the dude? Wait, hold up. Where's the dude who gives me Reshi Cloak in Stormwind? Wait, where's the cloak guy in Stormwind? Can anybody PTR people? Where's the Reshi Cloak here in Stormwind? For some reason, I think only my druid has it. My shaman had it, I think. By the entrance, turn around. Oh, because I got it in Dornagal before. This guy? In between Auction House and FP area. This guy? Grey Guard? No. By the entrance to the city. Big Torrent. Entrance to the city. In between oh boy, I only know where it is in Dornagal. Left. Left. In between Auction House and what? There. There. Where? Flight path. Okay. Okay. Go toward the, oh, this guy. Okay. This guy, right? Okay. Behind you. Other way. Oh boy, this is not working very well. Ah, here it is. Okay, got it. Cool, thank you. Please provide me with fibers. Please provide me with the ability to use my Reishi wraps. We're just going to upgrade it like this. Bam, 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 bam. Cool. Use Stormwind Noob. Yeah, well, I haven't played Classic in a long time. I'm not really a Classic person. Okay, so now we go bam, and we put this. I think I would want to play with either Verse or Crit. I guess my haste is pretty low. My Crit is fairly high. It doesn't really matter too much what I play with on Prez. Prez is fine with the kind of all stats, but... Here, we could put haste in here. I don't mind playing a little bit more haste. Okay, shall we? Combat log enabled. Cool. Everything's set. I got this on. I got my boots on and stuff like this. Nice. We have my 16% avoidance. Not enough. I think I need more avoidance. I feel like I'm not testing these dungeons properly unless I have 20% avoidance. Keystone Vendor. Boom. Halls of Atonement 14. Let's do it. All right. Halls of Atonement. Let's go. What are you guys' remedy for sore throat? If you have a sore throat, what's your remedy for it? What do you guys do? What do you guys do if you have a sore throat? I normally just kind of pound bubble tea. I don't think that's smart, but I like it. And it makes me feel good in my soul. So I'm a bubble tea enjoyer, but I haven't gotten any tea today. I did have coffee. I did drink coffee. Hot tea with honey. Hot water and lemon, teaspoon of honey. Why you guys all really do honey? Is honey good for a swollen throat? Like, you know what I mean? Do you think Resto Shaman will be able to push and go? Oh, yeah, for sure, Aiden. Resto Shaman will be just fine. I had messed up there. That wasn't a Resto Shaman issue. That was a me issue. That boss is actually an HPS check. I just missed it. Yeah, I know that, by the way. Resto Shaman, completely fine. Resto Shaman felt amazing. It was my bad. I haven't healed that on Resto Shaman. I needed like 1 or 2 reps. I'm sure if I did it again, I would get it. But that boss is actually hard. And that was just that was mostly on me. I just actually, I just missed. Straight up. All right, double warlock key. Let's go. Do all kick Hound Master first. I got Hound Master first pull. Oh, wait. I have the key. Hold up. I have the key. But I didn't actually have the key, Don. Hold up. Oh, no. My pre-tip to scales. Where's the key? I got it, but it's in my bag somewhere. Oh, here. This one. Okay, 14. Halls of Atonement. My bad. Okay, I'm not going to have my temporal burst right away, but that's okay. Ready? Here we go. So, what you want to do here as a healer, once again, no matter what healer you're playing, it's all good. Just make sure you do not aggro to your tank. So I can get this TA shield up, and I can perversions on everyone else, just not my tank. No one should hit anything except that mob right there. This mob is fine, but you cannot hit anything else. So my tank's going to be okay here. Just let him proc. He has cheat death. Just let him proc. I cannot, under any circumstances, I cannot be doing things yet. Cool. Lust it. Boom. Send Zephyr. Big cooldowns. And then we're good to go. Make sure I dispel. Like, this is a range issue right here. This is a really good example of how... You see how, by the way, I wasn't able to hit anybody in that frontal just now. I was not able to hit anyone. And yet, I'm absolutely fine on healing. This is no problem. Just set up a ramp. And then I'll go like this. Don't be afraid to just send Giga cooldowns. But I have Giga healing. So it's no problem. Although Beastcast did go off. Prez is a beast, man. Look at my damage. Look at my damage real quick. And look at the fact that no one died on this pull. I dispel my tank now. And we're good. You see what I'm saying? When I see people play Prez on PTR, there's just a fundamental thing they're doing wrong. Like, they're just not gaming the spec. And that's okay. That's okay. I don't expect anybody to be a perfect expert at it. I gamed it. I knew that was going to happen. It's okay. I don't expect anybody to be an expert at it. But I'm just saying, okay, that it's really good. Like, I just find in general that people, for some reason, I don't know what it is about Prez, but there's something about Prez which people are just really not good at min-maxing it. It's a hard tank to min-max. My tank's gonna die. He didn't have a plan. Fuck. I got hit by a frontal trying to save my tank. Oh, he's gonna die right now. He didn't have a plan for that. Reset. Reset. Need shield up for Garg hit. If you take the Garg hit there, you need a shield up for it, though. Yeah. He dropped his shield there because it's a physical hit. All good. Sending Zephyr before the big AoE from the Colossal thing, though? Yeah, you should send Zephyr right away. I think the very first one, you send Zephyr. You don't hold defensive cooldowns. I could set that up way better, too. I was being lazy there. Would you advise Totemic or Farseers, and which is stronger? Farseer right now. I think Farseer just has actual better output and straight up is more flexible and also does more damage, among other things. Do we lose a Warlock? Malthael. How's up? Hello. Your name reminds me of this hero from Heroes of the Storm, and he's a Diablo character. What is your name from? Malthael. Is that an actual name? Joe Peach. All right, we lost our Destro Warlock. Unfortunate. It looks like he just decided to be a lever. We're going to flag him. We lost our Destro Warlock. 14 Halls of Atonement. Yeah, don't need to pull so aggressively. If you're going to die as a tank, then don't need to pull so aggressively. But yeah, so as you could see from that pull, though, my healing, my damage is Giga, and my healing is just fine. All right, Fell Money, Havoc, sure. Should we just take Fell Mommy? Why do I feel weird about Fell Mommy? I'm not sure if I trust I don't know if I have big trust in Fell Mommy. I feel like I'm going to wait a second. You know what I mean? Spro DH. I have more trust in Spro DH, sure. Taze, what are you playing? He Diablo? Yeah, he's a Diablo character. He's the assassin that dives in and goes brrr like this. Mage? Oh, okay. Do 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 do. There we go. Let's summon people up and let's get it. Ritori, hello. So one of the things that I noticed when I was a warrior tank, I struggled with threat on the first pull because people would just start tagging stuff like crazy fast. This was like a big problem. What happened here, by the way, when I was tanking this on my warrior, getting that pack into the first pull was very difficult because people, I remember I was doing it on my warrior and people were just like, yo, why are you struggling so much with this? I'm like, first of all, you try it. Warrior was really bad at the snap threat there. And I'm happy to see that a warrior had come up with the same solution as me, which is that I need to actually go into that pack first and actually hit them a few times and then leap over. That was the solution I had come up with, and it was cool to see somebody else actually practice that solution. Warrior sucks at gathering. It does, yes. It does indeed. Oh, wait, what? Oh, what? Really? Wait, what? No! You know what? Why is it that other countries... Like, Thailand is such a cool place. Are you serious? Wait a second. I just got told about some news in Thailand. Wait. Bangkok news. What? No. What? Bro, what the hell? For real? I just got told about some Bangkok news. That's just so sad. I don't understand why things like... Man... Basically, the people are bringing Western culture over to Thailand. Apparently, there was an actual incident today. That has, like, never happens here, too. That, like, literally never... I think the entire time I've been in Thailand, there has been a grand total of 1 shooting. There's been a grand total of 1. And it was, like, a single incident. Like, it never happens here. It literally never happens. All PTR testing. And builds and, UI linked in disk. That's so sad. Apparently there was another shooting today. And this just like doesn't happen. Like it literally is a thing that just doesn't occur. Where was it? I was told to be careful if I go outside today. Bruh. Where? That's so lame. It's a thing that I remember in America, as you get so desensitized to it. Like, you're just, like, walking around all day, and you're like, oh, another one. Oh, another one. Oh, another one. Oh, another one. But it just, like, doesn't happen here. Torcore. Interesting. All right. Well, that sucks. Where is this? I'm just looking where this is really quick. Oh, it's around Chatuchak. Oh, okay. Well, let's play some Press Evoker and forget all about that. Cool. Ready, check, let's go. Yo, is he playing the cheat death trinket? Hold up, is this guy a Havoc? He doesn't look like a Havoc then. Let's go stream with school. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It doesn't happen here. Like, none of those types of things happen in Thailand very often. It's not a thing that really happens here very much. Because people don't really own guns. I remember I lived in Ohio for like 2 years, and one of the things that happened is my downstairs neighbor would make a ruckus. I remember I went to him once and I was like, hey, look, I'm trying to sleep. Like, I have a weird work schedule. My work schedule at the time was actually just World of Warcraft, but I played really late and I slept really early. So I was just like, bro, I'm trying to sleep in the day, but I told him I had a work schedule. It wasn't actually a work schedule. As I mentioned, it was actually just World of Warcraft. So I was running a guild back then, Warlords of Draenor era. I ran a guild. But I would be like, I'm trying to sleep, and he literally just looked at me, and he went like this. He went, okay, and he pointed to his guns. He just had a whole shelf of guns, and I was like, okay. And then I was like, fair enough. You know what? I'm not going to say anything anymore, and it worked. I'm almost upset about the fact that it worked, because you know what I didn't do anymore? Knock on his door. After that, I was like, cool, I'm not going to knock on your door then. Like, fair enough. Like, it actually did work, to be fair. I'll kick this one first, and then I'm basically just going to almost immediately Zephyr. I'm going to Lust, Oppressive Roar, bam, Dispel this, and then here, and then we're like this, big healing, Dispel myself, big healing. I can greed this Deep Breath before the Sin Quake, and then we're like this, bam, bam, boom, boom. Do 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 do. Preservation does so much damage. Although, you know what? I made a mistake earlier, and I sent things too early. So it would almost be a problem if I didn't do Giga Healing. Here we go. You think he was hoping? I don't know, man. Ohio wasn't exactly a very friendly place to live. Oh, my tank. Oh, wait. How did he die? Oh, shit. My tank is just gone. Wait. Warrior? Did he take a bleed application? He dropped his shield again. Ah. The warrior shouldn't die there at all. There's no bleeds anymore. He just dropped his shield. He got meleeed in the back. Maybe he turned around real quick. Double melee in the back. 5 mil. 5 mil. Warrior shouldn't die to that. I'll just replace the warrior real quick. You had shield? How did you die? Really? To enrage on mobs? I mean, I guess I genuinely, I don't feel it on my bear at all. I would assume that I'm assuming you turned around, no? Like when you, are you from stream? I guess we don't have like a lot of kicks. We could CC it. We could CC the Houndmaster on first pull. We could just poly it then. Did you drop Ignore Pain? It looks like your Ignore Pain like expired a little early. You had shield up, yeah? That's interesting. You got, like, actually clapped. Huh. Do you feel confident tanking it again? There's no bleeds anymore. No, the bleeds are removed. So there's no bleeds anymore. It's all physical damage. There's no bleeds anymore. It's all physical damage. Actually, this dungeon, technically speaking, the best tanks at Halls of Atonement should be the ones that are just the best at dealing with phys damage. Like Warrior and Druid should probably be... No. Warrior and Druid should be the best tanks for this dungeon. Like at this point, physical damage dealing specs should be the best. Technically speaking. But you can also CC the Houndmaster if the rage will bother you. That's having 11 people in your hometown. Made it to NBC News. Yeah. World is sad sometimes. Oh, yeah, the bleeds are gone. There's no bleeds anymore. They're like so... It's so much easier to tank this. Actually, I would describe tanking this as very chill. Yeah. I assume that you dropped Ignore Pain. Because, I mean, I don't think you revenge at all. I actually don't think you revenge as Mountain Thane. It's a weird thing, but I feel like you almost never hit revenge as Mountain Thane. You just pull everything into Ignore Pain. Yeah. Try not greeting revenges. Try only pressing Ignore Pain. And see if you feel tankier. Because Mountain Thane actually has Mountain Thane is squishier than Colossus, which is super weird. They are not there, by the way. But in the key, they can be on some of the dogs. I know, Cass. So what I had to do is I had to respond to it. I know it's super strange. I kind of hope they just leave it like this, though. So I got the bleed once or twice, and I just had to respond to it, but I couldn't figure out why or why not I was getting it. It was a little bit frustrating because I had to just roll with it either way. Like, I had to respond, and that's like a weird thing as a tank, you know? Doop, doo, 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 doo. Alrighty. I didn't put it back to 14. I just want some footage. We don't need to finish this. I just want some footage of this key. Halls of Atonement. My bad. Sorry. Here we go. Boom. I want some Halls of Atonement footage. So once again, I can hit everybody except the tank with this TA. Oh, I did hit him anyways. All right, let's see about aggro. I should be careful about this technically. There's one reversion ticking on him, so threat will be slightly off. If you are a dot stacking class, you can hit this first mob, but that's it. I rescue shield on the tank. I manually prep echoes. So I'm prepared now. I can try technically to save my kick. I Zephyr right away. I dispel myself. Whoever has this, you dispel. Boom. Send big cooldowns. And we're here like this. infinite damage, infinite healing. I will TD my tank probably outside of this, just so he doesn't die. There you go. I can't actually kick that thing as a healer because I'll just be a little bit off on it. Big healing in 3, 2, 1. Oh, the shard actually already got nuked. Huge prio damage. I'm going to knock them away because the beast cast is going to go off. And I'm going to dispel my tank now. Perfect. So Prez, I'm at 4 million DPS. And I'm also healing this pitch perfect. Like, I don't know. Prez just feels so good right now on PTR. The numbers are all there. The perception on this healer is not. People still misunderstand it. People think there's a range issue. People think it has positioning issues. People think it has all sorts of problems that it just straight up doesn't have anymore. Like, so much of that has been fixed and changed over the years. That, like, Prez is just really powerful. But if you ever see a Prez, especially on, like, a big-ass Lust pull, like, huge AoE damage happening, like, big targets, if you see a Prez do, like, less than 2 million, they're playing wrong. There's something weird about that. Also, the Halls of Atonement route, this is something I will have in my Discord and will make a guide about because it's super weird, but I swear you want to pull every gargoyle. That's the route that I had come up with when I was doing this before. Is this route where I just intentionally pull. He has altered time, so he'll be fine. Cool. So I just watch my tank now. This isn't going to gather very well, and this many bolts is going to be a weird problem. So I stasis now. I can't tell who these bolts are going to be on because my PTR UI is not fully set up. So I don't have weak auras or anything to tell me who has what. Dispel this. External my tank. He has no cheat death. And then we're going to go here. Probably just send Communion. Like, I actually think I just send big cooldowns here to stabilize because this pull is a little demonic. There's a lot... Oh, no, tank's dead. Ooh, Warrior shouldn't be this squishy. Or you don't have to overpull. If something is killing you, you don't have to overpull. You can kind of kite this out, but I think there's like 4 casters in there. You don't want 4 casters. Yeah, I think GG's. Let's try. I think I'll replace the Warrior. I know if you're on stream, I think it'll be all right, but I want to get some footage of Prez real fast. I don't need to finish a dungeon. I just want to get through the first area real fast. Before we played with Balance Druid, it's not like people say it's not the worst. No, it's not the worst of the worst. It's just not that good right now. It's just rough. Like, it's just not that good. There's no real reason to play Balance Druid unless you really want Mark of the Wild or you really want something. There's got to be a reason to play it. It doesn't have... It's just pad damage as a Loon's Chosen. It's not prio damage. It's kind of squishy. It still has all the problems that Balance Druid has with none of the benefits. Let's just take on Prot Pally versus Prot Warrior. I think the Enrage is rough, even though I have cooldowns up. But do the Enrage go again? I think you just don't have to overpull it there. You don't have to overpull it whatsoever. But I can't heal it through that. So what I would do is, in the future, what I would do there is I don't pull that. When I was pulling this before, I had a route here that, like, minimized... I actually think I can make routes, right? So I had a route for this dungeon where I didn't pull this because this pack is really bad percentage. Like, it's really shit percentage. Or if I pull it as a tank, the only way I do it is if I'm the one who kicks the Houndmaster. If I pull a Houndmaster, I have to be the one to kick it or just have a plan to kite it out. But 4 casters is rough. So, like, this pull here, I'd intentionally pull every single one of these slashers. I think the slashers are actually good percentage. As crazy as it sounds, I think that they're a good percentage here. No, the count is so different in halls. Like, when I actually make routes for the season, it's going to be very different. When I make routes for the season, halls is going to be a weird dungeon, man. You have to pull almost everything. Like, you want, like, so much percentage. You want so much percentage in the first area. No problem, Grizz. I just really want... Like, I don't have a lot of time to play today. Island Warrior? Okay. Just don't pull Houndmasters if you think you'll die to them. That's what I would say. In general, I think that some people, when you think about this, though, you don't skip anything in the second area. They've really compacted it now, Steven. Reason to play balance, you get to be a giant chicken. I mean, fair enough on the giant chicken, I suppose. But, yeah. Not required. What I would do here is, I think my route... I mean, I'm eventually... All the routes will be in Discord when I actually make them, basically. But I would CC Houndmaster on this first pull, and this is pretty standard here. I was going to go like this, right? Second pull is this. You don't pull this, in my opinion. You pull this. Give or take with this as well if you have a DK. If you have DK, you pull this. If not, you don't pull this. You can add these two if you have a way to grip this Obliterator in. But otherwise, it won't be like this. Otherwise, you do here. You pull all this together. And then also with this Slasher, most likely. Like, give or take. This is all tank damage. You can also technically do it here, but I prefer doing just this shard. It's something like this. And then I pulled... This is how I did it before. I pulled this, basically, with the Slasher again. And then I pulled this with the Slasher. Although, this is I would change, because I almost think you could pull this with Boss. I'm just not sure... If I go this way, you need to pull this middle pack. But otherwise, it would be fine to do elsewhere. This was a tentative route that I was doing. You would do this pull next with this pack here. Not these guys yet. Those are funnel for boss. And then you would take this shard here with this funnel. And then you would add this pull right here. And you have 65%. Yeah, something like this. This is what I was doing. And then boss was this plus these two. 68%. So there's one extra thing in here that I don't need somewhere. But yeah, I think it was this Slasher actually that I don't need. 66%. I went right side after, and I only did 2 pulls in the middle area. It was this pull, and then it was this pull. This is kind of a demonic pull, and I would only do it on my Guardian probably. There was one more roaming thing I think I took, but otherwise, yeah, just this. 82% means you go into boss, you need one extra thing. So there's one more thing or something. I still think this Slasher, I also think Slashers are just good prio targets. Like in pull 5, maybe it's a bear route. Maybe it's just Guardian, because Guardian literally cannot die to these anymore. They're very easy now as Guardian. So that's 84%. And then after this, you would just go boom, right? You go boom, and then you're at percentage. You could pull this either with boss if you want. Scary, though. You Zerg him, you have percentage 100%. Yep. This was it, give or take. Save. It's crazy, though. I don't have MDT. No, you don't have to do this route. It was just something I was experimenting with before. Yeah, MDT finally got updated so we can actually make routes. An Outlaw Rogue? I mean, I'm kind of curious to see Outlaw Rogue. I haven't really played with many. This guy, Havoc? Good Havoc? Okay. All right. We have a Warrior, so we might as well take Outlaw. Why not? Be an interesting test. I think this was something like this, and I'll start renaming this. All of this will be in Discord for what it's worth. Everything here will be in Discord, though. When I actually make routes, I don't mind putting them in. If you want me to make routes specifically for you, you gotta ask politely. What are your thoughts, preferences, tank preferences? I think I'll play Bear. I actually think Bear is no longer Troll, and I'll probably play it if I can, though. We don't need B-Res. I don't have cables, though. Just don't die. Root name. Awooz. Halls of Atonement, maybe. Something like this. But when I actually make routes for people, I'll make notes and help out. This is how I would do it, because the way I think about routes is very simple. Does this have potential to wipe my group? If the answer is yes, don't do it. If you can find a way not to do it, the answer is yes. So don't do it. If it doesn't have potential to wipe your group, and you know for a fact you'll live, even if everything goes wrong, then you do it. That's what I'm saying. No, it's so different, though. You can't do old Shadowlands routes. Won't work for this at all. The dungeon has changed too much since then. Like, straight up, that's my philosophy with routing. If it has the potential to kill me, don't do it. If it doesn't have the potential, then it's fine. Does that make sense? That's actually my thought process with routing stuff. So 2 casters doesn't kill. 4 casters kills. Don't do it. How many casters can you pull in Halls of Atonement without it killing your group? 2 is the answer. So try to have 2. If the Houndmaster and Rage will kill me, try not to pull Houndmasters. If I know I can live it and I have a plan each time for when it goes off, expect it to go off, then I'll be fine. Ready? Let's go. So, control. Can you live the Houndmaster first pull if it goes off? Delicious. Do you know if you can live it? Like, if that goes off for some reason, on a 12, what about 14? So you could poly it then. Then just CC it. We could just CC it then. I can heal the damage, but I cannot save you as a tank. As Pres Evoker, I cannot save you. All good. You either CC it and take it with second pull, or it's not that bad to take with second pull. Ready? Set. It's on 12. 14 hits a little harder. It's definitely harder to tank this on Warrior. etc. though. You play old school RuneScape? I actually have OSRS on my phone, but it is a game I play for about 5 minutes every now and again when I want something chill. It's not a game that I actually play. Does he not want this? I'll pull them for him, though. Hello? Hello? Bro, what? They weren't pulling. That's so weird. I'm going to be late to heal this. Nah, it's okay. I'll just go here and I'll communion. It's fine. Communion should be enough then. I was like so late to get to this pull because I was trying to get them. All good then. Boop, 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 boop. Set up healing for the next one. Well, rest in peace, my damage just a bit. So if you CC the Houndmaster, you still want the dogs. Zephyr. And then here like this. Do. Well, my damage is going to be a lot less because I had to be late to this pull, but that's okay. Do you play old school RuneScape, Kremsal? I have, like, my combat level is very low because I just play it super casually. And when I say super casually, I mean, like, I basically don't play it. Not competitively. There are people who play old school RuneScape very seriously, and they're like, passionate about that game. They're, like, super passionate. You know what I mean? Like, there are people who love that game so much, and they play it 10 hours a day. I couldn't see myself doing that. In my opinion, there's so much nostalgia with the game. That's pretty much, like, I love playing it, but it's just very... It's very like this. Hold up. Hey. What's up, healer? How's it going? How's it going? So this pull is going to be tough because we have no way to get the Houndmaster in now. And although I don't know who's going to be taking these bolts and stuff, I can still manage to heal this. Because Prez, again, you know what another misconception of Prez Evoker is? I'll tell you this. Everybody also says Prez Evoker can't heal unexpected damage. Absolute, with respect, bullshit. Like, it's not true. Prez Evoker is one of the best pug healers of all time. I swear. It's actually so good. Prez Evoker is the best at dealing with unexpected damage. As long as I have, if I have Reversions ticking, a Dream Breath ticking, and I have Echoes out, there is nothing I can't out heal. Nothing will shock me. Like, there's 0% of anything will be like, oh my god, I can't heal this. No, it won't even happen. Like, you can heal actually anything. It's one of the best healers for that, in my opinion. I know that people are so caught up in the old school idea of Prez, but it's actually just very, very good. It's very solid. The healing is solid. The damage is solid. I don't know what else to say. It's got everything you want, basically, out of a healer. Kind of. The way it heals, I think one of the best points about it is that the way it heals makes people feel unsafe. Because part of the way I have to heal is by actually letting people drop low. But I do have almost infinite healing. As long as I set up correctly, I have almost infinite healing. Nice drop tank. Here we go. A lot of these bolts going off because I'm not a Resto Shaman with a 12-second kick and Cap Totem and Thunderstorm. That's unfortunate. Good kiting. Fair enough. Well played. If the cast does go off and you run out of defensives as a tank, one of the things you can do still, even though there are no bleeds anymore, is in fact just kite. That works. You can do that. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. But also look at my damage, casually. Just like take a look at my damage here. What's up, Mr. Yito Depleto? What's up? Dude, I'm trying to show people that Prez is actually like very good right now. But the perception on Prez is still so bad that I don't think I'm going to get to play it this season. Even though it's like does so much damage. Like, look at the meters. Like, just look at the meters. And this is with a scuffed run, with this or whatever. It doesn't matter. You can do infinite healing, and also, you just have, like, so much damage. Not that it matters too much for healer DPS. I set that up wrong. But it's not nothing. One last tick. Easy. Planned. How you doing? I hope you're having a nice day. Are you still even playing the season? I'm just talking about being... You know, it's really solid right now. It's just public perception means you can't play it. It's not... It's really solid. I mean, you're casually maintaining, and I'm playing super lazy right now. It doesn't even matter. You are maintaining over 2 mil. You're maintaining over 2 mil easily. There's also an Outlaw Rogue in here, and he is actually pumping right now, I will say. He's doing good. He's doing really good. This is, I think, one of the better Outlaw Rogues I've seen on PTR thus far. Okay. Like, look at my damage on this pull. You tell me what you think. What do you think about my damage on this pull? Look at my current damage. I want you to see the DPS meters, and I want your honest opinion. Should a healer be out DPSing the tank? I'm gonna fall off a little bit, but what do you think? How am I doing? How am I doing? How am I doing? I got a knock up to kind of delay this for a little bit. Solid. Big damage. Huge damage. Voila. I'm at 4 million DPS on a pull where I don't really have to heal that much. Like, if you can play... I just think that people, when I see Prez on PTR, I'm very confused about how they do no damage right now. Something that confuses me about Prez on PTR is the lack of damage that I see from a lot of these healers. It's like, they've got to be doing something fundamentally kind of wrong with their rotation, because it's very easy to do, like, Giga Dam as a Prez Evoker. It's not that hard. You have Giga Healing, you have Giga Dam. Like, there's just... It got everything you want. The issue with Prez is not that it's range. Range is a lie made up by the Yito Depletos of the media. And then, like, it's just solid. Also, I think that, like, I'm very comfortable with the spec, so that certainly helps, you know what I mean? Like, being comfortable on the spec definitely helps. If you don't know Prez, it's really hard to play it, like, with the min-maxing in mind. Like, people won't understand about the tempo charge, the fact that you actually want 4 stacks of TC now when you send Fire Breath, etc., etc. There's a lot of things about Prez that are just kind of hard to understand, you know? I'll keep this on myself. Boom. Watch my tank. I missed my kick. All good. Like here, I'll see a lot of Prez Evokers. They keep sending their tip on just Fire Breath. You can just tip a Spirit Bloom. Oh, the double shoot. I got double bolted and a shoot. If I had defensive it would have been fine. It's bad when your pugs are bad. No. Literally, it's not though. I swear to God, it's not. It has no issue whatsoever. How do I get back? It has 0 issue. It has no... I swear, there's no positional issue. There's occasionally one boss. There's occasionally, like, one boss or, like, 2 bosses where that happens. But that's it. Even the last boss of Rookery is not a problem. It's a lie, because what happens is you're depending on the wrong healing. If you are depending on positioning, that means you're depending on your Dream Breath and your TA, which is super weird. You don't depend on that. Like, that's not how you're supposed to heal. Like, right now, I could position better so that I hit everybody with this. Like, that's one important thing. But it's so much more than that. So here, I just go here. Press the defensive so I don't get one-tapped. Oh, he had the curse on top of that with no defensive. Rough. So it's not bad, though, Zyle. Like, at no point in this key am I going to be like, damn, I can't play right now because the people are not positioned correctly. It's just not going to happen. It doesn't exist. It's like a lie. Excuse me? Are we letting bolts go off and stuff? And not pressing defensives? That's okay. I need a UI and a plater. I can't really see what's happening. I'll just communion this one. I could have communioned it, I guess. But people are getting one-tapped. Routing for Halls of Atonement, though, I will tell you, Control, after this, there is a route here, which, again, just kind of limits the potential for deaths. Like, a lot of the deaths, I feel like, in Halls are going to be a routing issue of just pulling things without understanding that you can't really pull those things. So I defensive here, give myself a second to heal. Big Spirit Bloom, 3, 2, 1. Everybody's full health. Like, that right there, it didn't matter if anybody was in or out of my stuff. Yes, Outlaw is actually looking pretty decent in this key right now. I would say this Outlaw, I think, is pretty good. I don't know, but he's doing really good. He's doing good right now for sure, though. You just click buttons good, you do good. Kind of. But I'm really like, people won't invite me because they're like, yo, we're playing all range. It's like, it's no problem. Like, I will not have a range issue at all. Right now, my mage is completely behind me, but it's okay. Because if I need to heal him, I'll go like this. And then I have life bind on anybody anyways. So if there was actual damage to heal there, it wouldn't be a problem. Your Dream Breath doesn't do a lot. And do a Prez Evoker guide. Like, eventually, I just want to do a simple one. I don't even want to do a min-maxing guide. I just want to do, like, a really simple one. Just because, like, it's one of those things where people just... Like, it's one of my favorite specs. And it almost upsets me that people play it and the perception on it is so wrong. So I would kind of love to make a guide, but just like a really simple one. Doesn't need to be complicated at all. Does that make sense? Like, I don't even need to do a guide that's like really in-depth, how to heal the big damage events. It's like, I could just make a guide that's like, yo, if you set this 2 things up, you're going to do big healing. Like, you don't actually need to do much. If you set 1 or 2 things up, your whole group will be full health. Because you don't actually need to do that much as Prez. Let me might pull something. The simplicity for things is so underrated. When people make guides in World of Warcraft and when people try to give new players advice, this happens a lot in the Discords that I'm in, like the Guardian Druid Discord, etc. Like, there's a few Discords where sometimes people will come in and they'll be like, hey, for my +2, can I do this? And they're like, absolutely not. And I'm like, I mean, you could, though. It's a +2. Like, if it's going to give you ease of access, and they're like, why would you want to simplify? Are you dumb? And I'm like, you know, you don't have to be dumb to want simplicity. Like, sometimes people just want to come home and game, and you don't want to think about pressing Ironfur. And you're like, yeah, but there's only 2 buttons. Like, what else are you going to do? I'm like, oh, lay off them, man. They're trying to do a +2. Like, it's just, that whole macro conversation is such an example of weird elitism in WoW, which is just like, dude, it's okay. Like, if you want a macro Ironfur, is it optimal? Not really, but it's like not the end of the world. Just macro it. It's fine. You always max rank. So Lifegiver's Flame has had a bug forever with Prez, where technically max ranking it does more damage, so yes. And also you get more Leaping Flames. So basically the answer is yes. You always max rank. You can in like single target and like boss encounters or whatever. You don't technically have to, but you, ideally speaking, yes. So here, for example, I'll max rank because it also means that when this comes up and I Chrono Flame, I'm also going to heal my group. Because the Leaping Flames, it means I don't have to actively been healing this. I'll cast 1 Spirit Bloom here, but in order for me to do damage, I want as many Chrono Flames as I can get. What's up, Anakin? Oh, damn, Darth Vader's in here? Holy shit. I've attracted some big attention now. I got Darth Vader in my stream. Well, actually, technically, are you Vader yet? Or, like, this is pre-Vader era? Do you know what are really good? Let me tell you something that's really good right now. There are some very amazing Star Wars tributes. There are some people who love Star Wars, like, a lot. And there are some people... So, right now, I don't need to do any healing. Because I have my tier set up, then I have Temporal Compression. So, these Chrono Flames just full heal. Like, I don't need to do anything. This is, like, a big thing I'm noticing. Because this is... I'm doing good single target. But I just have to understand that I don't need to be healing. Just cast 1 TA and that's it. How's it going? JP's aren't your favorite class? Right now, I like Prez. Prez feels very solid. Like, Prez feels amazing. For sure. I feel like the tier list is not good for deciding. Well, yeah. Because public perception. If I had to rank Prez in terms of public perception, I would put it below Holy Priest. Like, no one wants to play with you if you're a Prez Evoker. Because their experience is normally bad because people haven't taken the time to learn this spec because they don't know that it's worth learning. Like, that's the thing, right? And also keep in mind, my damage might be 2 million, but a Resto Shaman with a group buff technically gives 1 million, so actually my damage is low. You know what's crazy? My damage might be 2 million on the overall, and I'm like this doing the same damage as a Resto Shaman would do. With less utility. Like, that's the thing, right? I can do infinite healing. I can be at 2 million. It doesn't matter, though. The group buffs in Mythic Plus completely kill Mythic Plus. Yeah, group buffs. You can't tune a spec that doesn't have a group buff, especially a healer. You can't, like, you just won't be able to play. This one is a big Stasis first, and then Communion if I need it. Big Fire Breath, Lifegiver's Flame. Nice here, good job. Manual, external. I probably just send Communion if I need to. Whoops. What was that? Communion. He actually might die through that. Amazing. Whoa. Alright, I kept him alive there. I'm going meta this season. I mean, I agree. I honestly think that if you want a good time in the season, you should just play meta. You know? Yeah, the YouTube comments, but woo, Prez does have a group buff. Technically, you know that actually, you know I do. Right now, because I hit tip the scales on cooldown. One of the ways you do damage as Prez is you hit tip the scales on cooldown now. Like, you actually do. Keep in mind, I'm at 4 million HPS and 2.5 million DPS. But this is, Prez needs to be doing this much in order for it to be considered meta. Like, it won't have a spot if it doesn't do as much as I'm doing right now. That's the only way that Prez actually is able to be played, because it doesn't have a functional group buff. But Threads of Fate is actually so powerful. Right now, we give the team multi-strike. A good way to think about it is that we give people multi-strike. You remember multi-strike from Classic? Frosty K still pumping? Oh, yeah. Frosty K is still pretty much the S tier. Outlaw Rogue is doing really good here, though. I'm very surprised. We haven't exactly been pulling around Outlaw. I guess we haven't been doing massive pulls. Most pulls are technically within their target count. But still, that's like really impressive. Yeah, I think re-rolling Frosty K seems like a smart thing to do. Can I tell you why? Because Blizzard put a lot of work into Frosty K, so now they're for sure going to play it. Like, they want you to play it. Whenever Blizzard reworks something, they're like, guys, look, we did new thing, play it. And you're like, well, it's kind of mid right now. And they're like, okay, we buff. And they just, anytime they rework something, they're like so proud of the work they did, which is respectable. Like, fair enough, right? But they will not let you not play it. They're just so proud of themselves. Have I played Resto Druid? Yeah, I'll play Resto Druid after this. Resto Druid is sad for me because the way to currently heal on Resto Druid involves not doing as much damage as I want to do as a healer. Like, it's less fun. It's actively less fun. All the frost changes, they got the ret treatment. Yeah, kind of. Ret Pally could use one. This pull is actually demonic. So this pull insta-wiped when I was playing earlier with Gingy. I was playing with Gingy. This pull insta-wiped, and he said, never, ever do this pull, but I should be able to heal it, I think. Ooh, Nature Lock. Okay, so I rewind this, and then I'll rescue. Yeah, he said never, ever do this exact pull, but I honestly think I'll be able to heal it. Because I'm not a Resto Druid. I'm a Prez Evoker. I don't need to external the mage. He'll be okay. He'll be okay. Because I have big shielding on him. And I have instant tops. Instant tops. I can even get this deep breath here. It isn't for title keys. One season 3. Soon, actually. Hold up. I'll send Communion. Why not? Find a team that's okay. So you can, if you find a team, you can play whatever you want at any level. If you find a team, but that's the key. You have to have friends. Like, the way to explain this, because I don't know if you're in Shoelane. Have you been to my stream before? I love Guardian too, but catching stops this puck. Yeah, it's true. Think we good? One more. Into boss. I would take one of these into boss. You need to take a little bit more. No team is going to want you to go Prez. Exactly. Prez is considered the lowest community. Why, though? Look at my damage. Look at this run right now. Should this be considered this low? What did we do to deserve this? Like, you know what I mean? So, Shoelane, if you're new to my stream, I've given this analogy before, but basically I have a question for you. Are you lonely? Or do you have a vast social network that you can play World of Warcraft with? Which one? Do you have friends? Because that's the only question. I'm new. Okay, so are you looking to push next season? How many friends do you have in the game? Both? All right. If your answer to that question is both, that's a fucking invisible puddle. You saw that. That was an invisible puddle. You know. You guys are lonely. Here's the thing. Don't play off meta. If you are alone, when you shower, how much of the water in the shower is your own tears? And how much of it is the water from the faucet? Like, you have to ask yourself some fundamental questions, and this will determine whether or not you should play meta or not. Oh, I got out, but I still got stunned, as hilarious as that is. I thought I got that timing right. Yeah. So basically, if your answer to this question is like, actually, all of it, I'm so depressed, life is tough. It's like, great, don't play off meta to make your life harder. You can't play off meta effectively unless you have people to play with. If you do not have a vast social network, the answer to this question is simple. Just play meta. If you can, just play meta. Because you're going to have a miserable time otherwise. Like, just play meta. Like, don't chance this. Whoa, my God, big golden hours here. I got him. Then, yeah, just play meta, dude. Get invites. You know what's fun? Playing the game. You know what's not fun? Sitting in Dornegal. All right? Like, I'm not even, no, the public perception effects, but Salty, even, so 10 to 12, sure. But you know what is unfortunate? Even at the 12, even at like 15, public perception still really starts to matter a lot. I would say, unfortunately, even at that, even at like the basic key levels, I would say public perception matters a lot, no? Yeah, I was about to say, like, if you're playing a Pres Evoker, I still feel like people are not going to want to play with you, even in like a 12. As crazy as that sounds, like, I think that people still, well, you will have a harder time playing the keys. I think. I've been playing my Brew, my Aug, my Dev. I mean, Aug is another one. Invis the Stomp halfway through. That's good tech. All right, good, good, good. Is he coming out or in? Because I'm going to steal aggro otherwise. So he's going to be here for now. Holy fuck. This pull is so demonic. Hold up. Big healing, big healing. Listen, those low players doing 10 spells are noobs. They invite only meta. That's what I think, Aladdin. Like, you're saying for sure that you agree with this. That's what I think. I think basically that... Oh, the cast went off. I external my tank if I think he needs it. If I think he needs it, I'm going to external, basically. If he can't kite. Yeah, so that's the problem, though. And it shouldn't happen. Like, we know that it shouldn't happen. Because, like, a 12... How hard is a 12? Most people in my chat right now, I think we're all doing, you know, reasonable key levels to the point where we would assume that a 12 is not technically that hard. But still, I do think that the meta perception, even at that level, is, like, rough. Like, you will have a hard time with that, though. What's up, Kina? Yo, you impressed me with your Fury Warrior yesterday. I genuinely believe. So I think 12s are free, but you will fail them. You know how free 12s are? You will still fail them. Unbelievably, you will fail this. Hey, I healed that. I healed that really well, and I still did 2 million DPS. It's awesome. For Holy Bell signing for 15, I'll take them over a Dispriest because I know they're a boss. Suvi, I mean, I respect that mentality, but I don't think I would do that. Honestly, I don't think I could do that. I think you need one of these slashers, by the way. If you're going to fight this pack, take one of the slashers. Not into boss, then. We'll time it right now if we don't wipe to boss. This boss is kind of a beast. If their IO is high enough, fair enough, though. Pregnance brings lust, so I look at it over others. Fair. If you need lust, I guess. 12s become super easy. I think that 12s will be easier next season based on how we're doing on PTR. We're doing some pretty high PTR keys, so I have a feeling that basically, like, we're going to be okay to do 12s earlier on, but I think this, yeah, this is percentage here. It should be. It's either exact percentage or we're missing. We're going to be at 99%. But yeah, I mean, like, so I'll start the season as Dev Evoker. Ayo, Aladdin, have you played Dev on PTR? Ayo, have you played Dev on PTR? They're sleeper OP right now. Yeah, I know. Okay, good. They're probably one of the highest DPS specs in all of keys. At the moment, I actually think that Dev is straight up one of the highest DPS specs in all of Mythic Plus, which is a wild thing to say. Wild thing. Yeah, I know we have avoidance and stuff. I know. Okay, so here we're just going to do big healing. But Prez, watch how much easier this is going to be for me to heal. It should be much easier for me to heal this on Prez compared to my Resto Shaman. This is, you know this fight. Maybe you've seen some PTR testing. This should be so much easier for me comparatively. Like, I should not have a struggle, and I should be able to do big damage here as well, though. Okay, so this one I can either stasis or just a Spirit Bloom if I think I can get away with just the Spirit Bloom. Dispel this. Perfect. Nice. Perfect. So the stasis pops now. That's fine. And then we're gaming here. So I manually prep echoes. I watch the dispel targets. Dispel immediately. Here, maybe communion. No need. No need for communion yet. Just pop the tip right away. Don't hold tip at all. You basically almost never want to hold tip, I feel like, at this point. With the new tier set, like, it's so much value to just press that button on cooldown. It's one of the reasons I do big dam. One of the reasons I can do big damage as a Pres Evoker is because I don't hold tip ever. So here, we're just going to... Here, maybe communion. No, I don't need it. No dispels out. Easy. So far, so good. Okay, my HPS required... I feel like the last comp we were playing was so tough on my Resto Shaman. Because this, actually, the HPS I'm currently doing is so much less, actually. This one, I don't have to communion. I can just life spark it because I'm already here. Easy. Okay, good. Big healing. Dispel this. I have defensives. Perfect. You have to game this. Like, you as a healer on this fight, like, I actually can't even rechat. Like, this is one of those fights that's like a lock-in. It kind of reminds me of Kajin in a way. This is a weirdly reminiscent of Kajin, where it's just like, bro, I'm just like pumping. Like, I don't give a shit what my damage looks like. I'm actually just trying to heal the whole time. But granted, this isn't that bad currently in this particular key, but actually this sucks. Like, this boss is not easy. So we dispel this. I got all my echoes prepped. They'll probably just hit communion here, just in case. Okay, easy. Evoker, I feel super comfy on this fight. Other things, not so much, though. No, you won't. Well, we're doing a 14, though. We're doing like 14s and 15s on PTR. You're not doing 14s or 15s. When you get to live, I think we're 0.3% off, by the way. I think, unfortunately, you have to Zerg him. By the way, you just Zerg him with Lust. After the heal, you just Zerg. You just actually Zerg him. You Lust, and you Zerg him. You try not... I think at this key level, at least, you should be able to just actually pop cooldowns when you get this buff on you. So he's going to buff right now. He should. Hello? Yeah, this one. No. Wait, did we... This one here. You let your healer heal you. You try not to take too many melees and help your healer like a little bit. They'll be tapped after the boss. But you just try to Zerg the boss. You don't want to actually kill the ads. Oh, we're not going to do the strat. Ideally here, you don't actually kill these ads. Well, oh, I think that if you do this, then there's a different way to tank it. Highly recommend you tank this around the corner, because otherwise these ads will spawn and clap people with melees. If you are going to kill them normally, you probably have to do it in a slightly different way. Yeah, so if you're here, I know where you are, and then we could all be kind of stacked behind, potentially. I could try to rewind. Woof. Ow. Whoa. Ow. Holy. Owie. That hurts. Okay. Do. Okay, so basically, though, we're doing 14s and 15s right now. What's the white? Shielding effects. My UI tracks shields. As a healer, I feel like it's actually so impactful. You should track shields. Always track shielding effects. You should. You should definitely track shielding effects. It's, like, super impactful. This Outlaw Rogue kind of pumping, though, this key. I'm very surprised. So this is my TA shield, or just him shielding, or whatever. This is his Ignore Pain. And you can see my TA shield when I do this, though. It's a yellow bar. I changed mine so it's super obvious, because tracking heals is a good way to understand when I need to heal. Yeah, I figured. It's the 0.23 off. It's 0.17 off. All good. We could finish the key, of course. Do. Oh, I am tapped on mana too. It's okay. This boss you don't really need to heal. Just like very, very light healing. Do. If I'm really tapped on mana, I guess I don't have to be casting TAs, but that feels sad. So I'm going to be casting TAs. Do. These circles are very real now. Yeah, you got to dodge them. There was a bug with this originally, but it no longer. Boom. First week, you can do 10s. You can do 675 item level in a 10 with 0% avoidance. You don't need avoidance or item level for a 10, but I will say that you're not going to be doing a 15 in the first week because of the gear diff, you know? Like, that's for sure. Watch out. Wow. First time, by the way. I saw that happening, and I was like, my mage is about to die. That was the first time where I was like, that was a range issue. This whole key, that was the first time I was like, if he was a little closer, yeah. Up. I think I have 1 cables left. That's okay. I was like actually trying to get to you because I did see that I needed to top you right before the AoE. I'm pretty satisfied with my preservation evoker testing. What do you guys think? Have you guys noticed any big flaws in this healer? Aside from that one just now. But have you noticed any big flaws? What do you think about the damage? I'm at almost... I'll be at like 1.5 mil with kind of a scuffed run. I feel like it's pretty solid right now. I haven't at any point been like, man, I wish I wasn't a pres evoker here. Do. Communion. Bam, 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 bam. You might need to hold tip for this for a higher key level, but I bet you just a communion would do. Like a better timed communion than that, and you'd be fine. One weird thing about this boss is I can't figure out when the Sigma happens on the tank. Like, I can't figure that out at the moment, though. I want to take if you went 5 bears and split up. What do you mean 5 bears and split up? What is that? What do you mean? 5 bears. 5 tank a key. Oh. Not sure. Good question, actually. Like, you all go separate ways and regroup for the boss. I think it would probably not work. You could maybe do it in, like, a 12 or something. You could maybe get away with that at, like, some key level. All good. I felt really solid healing this. Do. Perfect. You technically need percentage. Oh, all good, all good, all good. I'll show you, I'll show you. Solid heals, good numbers. Yeah, I mean, my healing is not in question. Like, I'm able to do whatever HPS I gotta do. I think it could be done, but I don't think you would go different ways, though. You know? I think you would just stick the same way. This counts against our overall. I need to take some salt. Okay, so I'll play Resto Druid now. That was my Pres Evoker test. Now I'll play Resto Druid. I'll show you how to do Resto Druid. I'm not, like, the best. My problem with Resto Druid, man. Like, my problem with Resto Druid, man. I just want to do damn. Like, I just want to be in cat form the whole time. I'm a greeder. I'm just like a pot of greed player on a Resto Druid. Today, just so you guys know, today I will be doing, like, a shorter stream for sure. I want to make sure I take care of myself. Easy enough. It felt great. That was easy, actually. No problem there whatsoever. GG's, thanks for coming control. You were very tanky. You were super tanky. Great warrior. Your single target doesn't exist? Let me see. I guess his single target was a little low for rogue. My pulls were kind of small for the mage. Oh, it's all good, though. Investing in a woo stock before he gets too popular. Thanks, Tendao. Had like, oh, that's Taze. He's learning. Taze is literally, he's going every single key. He's playing a different spec. So give him a break. Like, he's not going to be, he's not a representative of Arcane Mage. I think he's learning. On PTR, sometimes you're playing with people. You got to remember they're trying new builds or they're trying this thing or whatever, you know? I do just want to say, I do genuinely appreciate Tandao, like what you were saying there. Thank you for just supporting and whatnot. You know what I mean? I think the rogue was probably a rogue main, yeah. How does Outlaw feel, by the way? You were pumping. He was pumping overall, though. We can ask him, actually. He said it's okay. I think he's pretty solid. I mean, you can check sometimes people's IO because I see that he has like a 19 floodgate or something. So that means he's done at least high enough keys on live. Single target, it's awful. Gotcha. I'm gonna run this back on my Resto Druid fast. I'm gonna run this back on my Resto Druid fast if you want to do it again. It's your main? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, he's a good representative then, because I feel like this Outlaw Rogue, he was doing really good. Obviously, some of the pulls were a little off. Oh, control. So this is the pull. This is the route I was thinking. The idea, though, is that you don't want to pull much in the second area. You just overpull the first area like crazy. You overpull the first area, and you don't overpull the second. Like, if you want this give-or-take route, this is something I would consider. But it kind of depends on a few things. Like, do you have a DK is a big one? Like, what do you actually have available? I think people are trying to avoid the slashers, and I don't think it's worth. Screw it, I have animal picks. Holy shit, you actually have the whole aquarium. I'm looking at his aquarium in Discord right now. Yeah, it's literally the one thing I'm doing at the moment is almost everything before first boss. As funny as this sounds, all right? Okay, sorta, tentative, Hall's route. Will definitely change. Just, I was trying. Something I was trying. Okay, I'll put it in Discord. You can just link it straight from Discord, though. They actually kicked in with the aquarium. Yeah, because I went to Discord to link this, and I was like, bro, holy shit. You have, like, fish, dude. You have the fish that look like they're really unhappy all the time. You don't even have normal fish. I thought you were going to show me, like, some goldfish or some stuff. Dude, you have, like, proper fish. You have the fish that are, like, they do the weird frowny face all the time. Like, what are they unhappy about? Who hurt them? You also have that cat is so adorable. That's a high def photo. That's an amazing photo. Holy shit. They're so angry looking, yeah. Wait, that's a real... Your last photo that you just sent of your cat? That's an unreal photo. What camera did you use for this? This looks like... Okay, let me show... Can I show stream throwing? Everybody likes looking at animals. Can I show stream? That's really, really, really very pretty. It's okay if you say no, by the way, if you're like, I'd rather not. Go for it. Okay, look. Look at this picture. Is that not a crystal clear photo of a cat? Look at the quality. I can see everything. I need this photo for other things. I feel like I need this photo for not dubious activities in public. That pic was like with the S20 Ultra. I used some editing. I feel like the definition here is awesome. That's so cool. Look at the big one. The Burmese mountain dog. I want dogs again. I've been seeing so many dogs on Instagram. I've gotten this now. I'm basically like, I just want all the dogs. My Instagram is now trying to get me to get dogs again. Look at this shit. My Instagram just wants me to get dogs again, apparently. You have look, he has angry fish. Look at these fish. He's got angry fish here. He's got the angry fish. Ace? Oh, what's up, Ace? Thank you for this sub. Ace, I'm about to play my Resto druid. The blue fish picture won me a contest. That's super cool. Your Mythic Plus panel leveled up. I noticed that. Those fish are judging us. Yeah, have you ever been to an aquarium and you just watch all the fish and you're like, you are not blessed with great looks, but you are cute. You ever see somebody in real life and think, you belong in an aquarium? Has that ever happened before? I don't like to say it out loud, but occasionally, like, I try not to judge people, but I will say that sometimes I'm outside and I see people and I'm like, you look like you belong in an aquarium. Like, with respect, you also, just like those fish, were not exactly blessed. Like, I try really, it's an inside thought. I would never say it. It's a rude thing to say, but I openly admit that some people do look like they belong in an aquarium. Resto druid. Yeah, I'll play Resto druid now. My problem with Resto druid, Ace, is that I really want to be in cat form all the time. But you could do so much healing if you're not in cat form all the time. You just, like, you could do a lot of damage, but it doesn't really matter because you just really should be healing. But I like doing the actual stuff. All right, Halls of Atonement 14, give or take. We could test it on 12 too. I don't really mind. I think that's probably better than never hitting the mobs ever. Kind of, but it's hard. Like, you can let people die real easy. We could also do 12. I don't really mind on the Resto druid. Like, this key, I couldn't keep people alive. This Blood DK just died. We'll see who we get. So there are two different builds that you can play. And I'm not really sure which ones I like or don't like. I think that basically the tier set, you just want to be spamming heals the whole time. I'm going to go try to pull up Twitch on your TV because I'm tired and you want to lay down. Tandao tea time. Oh, Tandao, was that you from YouTube? Yo, Tandao, I was going to say, genuinely, when people give me compliment and stuff on your TV because I'm tired, I want to lay down. That's why I play console sometimes, because I want to lay down. Like, sometimes I don't want to sit at my computer, and so that's why I got an Xbox so that I could play Diablo 2 on my couch. But, like, when people give me compliments and they're like, hey, like, you're like a really good streamer and you should continue this and investing in, like, I just like, thank you, because sometimes I occasionally go, should I really be spending so much effort on this? Like, I could be spending my time with other things, and I'm like, yeah, why not? Like, streaming is cool and I really like it. But I get this imposter syndrome occasionally, so I appreciate the compliments. Just occasionally. I go, if I spent as much time outside of stream working on my life as I did on stream, then I would probably be in a different space. But I would so much rather somehow find a way to make stream more an active part of my life so that I can keep doing it more. I like turning on stream. Even though today, like today is going to be a shorter stream, don't even mind. I don't even mind. Even if it's just like a few hours today that I can stream, like that's still cool with me. I know I need to rest a bit, and I need to rest my voice. As much of a yapper as I am, I know I need to rest my voice a little bit. That's for sure. Because my throat is still a little swollen, and I was just traveling internationally recently. Hold up. Still so unfortunate, man. Like, what the hell? This never happens. There's like Bangkok events happening, like Thailand events. Oh, yo, hey guys, tomorrow, by the way, I will, not tomorrow, sorry. Tomorrow is 2 days from now. 2 days from now, a little bit earlier than this, I will post it in Discord, okay? Listen, I'm going to post it in Discord, but I will say, listen, I'm going to show you Thailand. I don't know if you're interested. I have no idea. You might not be. Like, maybe you're just like, I just want to see what's happening for Season 3, WoW. Fair enough, okay? But it'll be a different stream. I'm going to go outside. I got a gimbal and everything. I will be literally, like, I'm going to do it, okay? Like, I'm going to go outside, and I'm going to show you Thailand. I want to actually do an in-real life stream. These guys seem decent. We could just take them. But yeah, like, I think it's important for me at this point that I get to show you guys Thailand. So I'm going to do an in-real life stream. If you're curious at all, if you've ever wondered, what is Thailand actually like? Taze, can you grab the key, or you want me to grab it? I don't mind. You're a warlock. You can summon me back. I'll grab it. Where's your invite? Wait, Billy, you were in the queue? Billy, you were there? Outside is scary, man. Don't go there. Look, as scary as the outside is, I live in a wonderful country, and people have no idea about anything. I'm not just fucking with you? Oh, okay. Like, people, have you ever been to Thailand? You ever been to Thailand, Billy? You ever been to Thailand, Voov? Voob. What a great name. Because your name is Voob, I get to now just go Voob. Oh, God, that's a great thing to repeat. You could just repeat that forever. You could just be like Voob, etc. I want to know more. People, significantly, Tonka. Did you actually live in Thailand, Tonka? What? Really? Did you actually? Wait, did you tell me this before? You lived in Thailand at one point? No. Really? We want to do 12 or 14. Do we have a preference? As soon as you describe whatever you're doing. Oh, I'll tell in a second. There are ads on Twitch. Halls of Atonement. I live in Thailand? Mua. No, you don't. Chat, I have fooled Mr. Streamer. No, well, hold up. Well, the thing is, I'm a very optimist. I'm just going to probably believe you if you say that. I might believe you, if you say that. This is give or take my build right now. I could argue that there's a few things I should be playing. Like, maybe I should be playing lower Trank. Trank's actually, like, super powerful now. I'm just not sure what I would drop. Like, you could drop Rampant, I guess. But I feel like this is still pretty good. You could drop Verdancy, even. There's a world where I drop Verdancy, because I don't really use it that much. I'm fine with dropping Verdancy, to be honest. Most Resto druids will disagree, but I feel more comfortable keeping Life Bloom on myself compared to both party members. Wait, go. All right, bet. Here we go. So Thailand, there are so many things that people don't know. They don't understand that the city is like an actual infrastructure haven. The public transportation is so good. The food is awesome. The stuff is this. You're living in the mountains of Kentucky. Hold up. You want me to talk like I'm from the mountains of Kentucky? How about we grab a cold one after work, Tonka? Tonka, I think you've had a mighty hard day. Why don't we grab a cold one after work, and pretend? You see the yeah, Billy, I know it's on the news right now. I was just told. Somebody told me, and I was just like, bro, you sound like you're from Texas. I am from Texas. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Bro, it is sad, Billy. I know, because literally, that's an American thing. Listen, what happens is that a Western culture pervades into Thailand. Thailand has literally almost never had shootings. There's no shootings in Thailand. It doesn't happen. As a world event, this is more specifically an American thing. But it doesn't really come here. There's been one shooting, I think, in the last 5 years. There was one today. Like, actually, like an hour ago, apparently in Bangkok. And it's like, bro... Every time I, like, it was like, you know, it wasn't that bad. It was just, ugh, things like that scare me because enough white people, I'm going to eventually, the only reason I don't want to show you Thailand is that eventually I'm going to convince enough white people to move here and then Thailand will no longer be Thailand. Because I got to stop convincing people. What's an American thing? Pew pew. There was basically there was a shooting here. And like that's not a thing that happens very much in Thailand. So... It's like, I gotta stop convincing white people to move here. Because I've already convinced a bunch of white people to move here. Soap, you're the last one. So, you move here, and then no one else. Yeah, no one else move here. Just Soap. Moved out there a few months ago? Yeah, you can. Because the cost of living, for the quality of life you get, Taze, it's not even comparable. The amount that you can live here for the work and stuff like that, you know? I'm already on my way. Damn it. Oh, okay. Don't tell them you... maybe they got to start giving me a cut. Because I've convinced, like, a bunch of people to move here now. I've actually convinced so many people to move here at this point. It's kind of funny. So he's taking the Houndmaster. I don't mind externaling him, but I will not heal him. You cannot heal the tank on a pole like this. You just ramp. You full ramp. Dispel. And then don't fuck around, just hit your big healing cooldown. So for me, it's Trank, and then I just basically do this, and I go like this. So if you take that first pull, you have to have a plan of dealing with it. Dispel this, boom, and Resto Druid. Get at least Thrash Sticking, and then from here, we're going to go like this. I'm going to Dispel the tank priority here, and then I'm going to make sure I live. I have to watch this one here. And watch my tank. Good. Brewmaster. Easy. So you have infinite healing, but I did no damage there. The problem is that I could have done so much more damage if I didn't have to do infinite healing. But you could literally just do this, though. The flights weren't so long. Yeah, so visiting Thailand is tough just because, like, it's easier if you live here. If you actually just decide to move here, then you can justify the flight. But you're right. The flight is a significant issue. Like, the flight is very long. It's tough. It's an arduous flight for sure. Like, that's one of the biggest barriers of living here, 100%. So if I want to, I could be playing Resto Druid the way I'm currently playing it. I just find it to be sad, but you could do it this way. Right? Of just, like, actually, just maybe external my tank here, actually. But yeah, like, the way I'm doing it right now is technically fine. I'm going to do big healing. I just want to get some bleeds off because, like, my damage goes up so high if I can just get some bleeds. But if he's going to start pulling shit, then I have to be very careful because I'm going to get aggro, first of all. And then we're going to go, like, he's just pulling everything, too. I got nature locked on my Convoke. That's actually a problem because these bolts are going to start ramping. So if he dies here, there's not much I can do for him, to be honest. Dispel this. I need to ramp this, but I didn't actually get to ramp it, so people might be in trouble. I'll watch him. I'll swift mend this, and here, and here. Oops, wrong cast, wrong global. Watch the bolts. This is actually a really dangerous pull, and I would not recommend chaining this too much. Hit a tree. I don't even think I have my symbiotic up. Oh, nope. Yeah, you shouldn't have chained that. That was greedy. That was greedy. Here we go. Can you select healing done? Absolutely, I can. I'm at 5 mil HPS, by the way. Can do... No. Can do 14, but don't overpull. If you can't live. Don't overpull. If you can't live, like, don't overpull. I'm at Giga HPS, dude. Like, yeah. And this is, like, a lot on the tank, too. Resto Druid does so much healing right now. What if it's in South Korea so bad there's no way I'm staying on a plane that long? That's the hard part. A lot of people have such a hard time with the flight. You just don't need to overpull like that. If he's going to die there. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming he already used all of them. He was pulling like 4 dogs onto that. And then obviously the cast went off. Main healing is... Yeah. So this is all, it's literally the tier set. That's why this might get here, by the way. This is why this might be a problem and why it might get nerfed, because that's the tier set and that's the tier set. Like literally it's the tier set, you know? Like the tier set is so massive that if they nerf the tier set, that's the problem though. Only just joined. How's Resto Druid looking? Resto Druid's looking, I mean, it's probably one of the best healers. It just has infinite HPS. The tank overpulled there a little bit, but basically as long as I don't miss ramps and stuff, it still has the nuance of Resto Druid where you kind of have to understand your hots and whatnot. I think I'm also, I bet you my mastery, imagine I had mastery. Because I don't even have mastery right now, and I'm pretty sure you're supposed to be speccing a lot of mastery, though. So if they nerf it a lot, then you're in trouble. But they haven't nerfed it, though. I know, I have no mastery right now. So this is why I'm saying, imagine I had mastery, and then I would be able to do significantly more than this, too. The problem is I don't think these rings are going to scale properly. If I try to use a mastery ring, this one's haste mastery, I could use that. I can get rid of these verse rings. I can find a mastery ring, maybe? I don't know if these rings all scale. How about this one? How about this? I guess I have a little bit more mastery here. I know you're supposed to go haste mastery, but, you know. I'm healing earlier. Mistweaver is a blast. Healing can be fun if you're with the right groups, but the right groups is such a part. Like, you know, the right groups is great, but it's kind of hard to sometimes. And I also don't have a leg enchant now. Ready? Hover over the item while you're in the dungeon. Yeah, but sometimes it doesn't scale, so I'll just put these on at least, and that'll help a little. All right, let's go. He got greedy. He was getting overconfident. Basically, remember, one thing that happens right now is that tanks are going to feel a lot more immortal when you play with a Resto Druid. Like, all tanks are going to want a Resto Druid. That's one of the things that's going to happen. You basically are going to be like, yo, can you please play Resto Druid? Because Resto Druid is going to make tanks feel so incredibly safe because you can top them almost every global. There, I was missing it because there's a lot of things happening in that pull in particular. This pull, remember, as you walk in, you can ramp, but you cannot heal the tank. The one thing you can't do is heal the tank. You get one kick hero, and you just finish ramping. You dispel this one, and then from here, you do not mess around. You do not mess around here at all. Basically, trank. Like, you just send whatever healer you're playing, send big cooldowns here. Do not mess around. Dispel, and then ramp. I would not greed damage on a pull like this whatsoever. It will scale out of control so fast. The build I'm currently playing has infinite ramp time, which is super sad for me, by the way, because, like, I want to be doing big damage because I like doing healer damage, but no. The current build I'm playing will do actually infinite HPS. However, okay, I will not do a lot of damage if I have to do infinite HPS. Even if I just cast Vigil, though, like, a lot of that is Vigil healing, yeah? Actually, a lot of this is Vigil. So please, if you're a Resto Druid, you could just use Vigil and still do something at least. Is that Thrash actually going to go off? Oh, hold up. I wasn't expecting the damage. Finally taking double Swiftman was working well. I'm not so sure about the talents at this point, to be honest. I could see a lot of talents potentially working. And, like, I don't know what you definitely play, though. How is it mana-wise? Mana-wise is fine. As long as, I mean, if you have to really, really spam, I guess eventually you could have a mana problem. But otherwise, mana's fine. Oh, that's right. He goes this way. I forgot he's going this way. I think mana-wise is not going to be a huge issue. Like, if I want to, I can innervate here and then, like, prep. This is mostly tank healing, so it'll be on here. Okay, so if he overpulls this, this is when it gets interesting. Because now I'm going to external him. He dampen harm on my external, which is a problem here. Has the most impact, tanking. If you technically want to carry your keys the most, tanking. Because, like, right now, if we die here because somebody dies to healing, whose fault is that? Like, honest question. If we die right now, whose fault is that? That's my question to you. Whose fault is that? The answer is the tank. Like, the tank decided to overpull this area. So if we die, there's only so much that I can do. So it's basically on the tank. Well, I died to a frontal there, I think. I actually do have to take this res. Well, so there's just don't overpull, please. I actually will replace him. Straight up, I think I replace him. He's doing good, but, like, there's just no need to pull like this. Those bolts in the back, like, that's so that right there, if you were tanking and you realize you shouldn't do this, then it won't happen, right? Like, if you were a tank and you were like, I don't want to do that, though. Don't jump down with pet classes. Go right after. Yeah. So you can control the route. The route has ultimately the biggest impact on whether or not you win or lose. Ultimately, if people are like really bad, you can't overcome that. But yeah. Maybe it's a pet thing. We have 3 pet classes potentially if he has this little thing out. We can do it one more time, but otherwise just don't do that jump down. If I find that jump down, people pull. I think that a lot of healers will like Resto Druid, mostly because the thing about Resto Druid right now is that you can actually play the mini game of not doing damage. It's weird, but you can technically not do damage as a Resto Druid and you'd be just fine. You don't actually have to do damage right now. I'm still doing a little bit, but a lot of it is just straight up the 1 bleed and stuff. Yeah, let's go again. Moon could be even better for me. Technically, so this build does a ton of damage. Like, first boss, I'll show you. You can do, like, 1.5 mil and stuff like this, though. What's up, Kig? Kig, I tested Prez earlier. I mean, I finished his dungeon with, like, 2 mil. But the thing is, Kig, I don't know if you've tested it at all. Most of the time when I'm seeing preservation on PTR, I'm just watching them do, like, 500k, and I'm just so confused. Like, I'm like, what are you... Like, you're not pressing button. Like, Prez is weirdly in a very good spot number-wise. But the perception of Prez is still so bad that people would rather take a Holy Priest to their key. So, honestly, I think that Resto Druid, if you're the type of healer who just genuinely doesn't want to do damage, and you're like, look, I just want to heal. I just, like, that's all it is, you know what I mean? Like, but I you know, like, all I want to do is heal. I think Resto Druid is the thing for you. To be fair, now, I don't like that. It's not fun for me. I like the whole point of playing healing is I'm going to be a healer and also min-max my damage. That's fun for me. The idea of just doing healing the whole dungeon is like, it really grinds me the wrong way. And I don't mind being grinded, but in this particular instance, you know, I'm saying no. So it's just... Resto Druid is probably not for me this season. Can I play it? Yeah, because it's not that hard to play. You ramp a little bit, and it's just really like, you know? It's just basically you press like 1 or 2 buttons on Prez. Sorry, you press 1 or 2 buttons on Resto Druid in the right order, and you do infinite healing. I do think that it might get nerfed. The only problem I have with it, right, is like, I think it might get nerfed. Yeah, I could totally see it getting nerfed. Because the reason it's so powerful is a tuning thing. It's not a design thing, it's a tuning thing. Like, it's just the numbers are really high, so you do infinite. Does that make sense? But otherwise, comparatively, it's just tough. Alright, so from here, you can ramp on yourself, but nothing else here, though. I think that it might not be bad for the game. Like, okay, hi, Kig, first of all. Hi, Kig. I hope you're well. You're a nice person, and I like you. You know? I think I'm done for the season solid. Did you want title? Like, did you get into title range? Or what was your goal? So we're just ramping. We're just ramping. We're just ramping here. I'm ramping. I'm ramping. I'm ramping. Boom. Big. Right here. Ramping, ramping, ramping. So here, I'm not hitting a single damaging global. Like, I'm actually just healing the whole time, though. Rank 1 NA, but dangling. Yeah, let's see if Rye plays. Rye got a new job, you know, so he's a little busy these days, I think. So I'm ramping, I'm ramping, I'm ramping. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. So there, for example, I didn't do any damage, but I was so infinite HPS, I could have done double that. I mean, I could have done double that HPS. Marksman Hunter is still clapping correct. Congrats, Kig. Well deserved. I wanted to play my Prez more this season, and at one point, by the way, right? Yeah. Actually, though, you know what the funny thing is? I wanted to play my Prez, and at one point, like halfway through the season, I got my Prez to like whatever 3,500 through pugging and stuff, and I was like, okay. But this was like 2 months ago. I started asking people. I was like, hey, I kind of want to push into a little bit more on Prez. Would you mind taking me to a few of your keys? And they were like, no. Like, I just couldn't find people to play with. This is not a good pull, man. I'm going to replace the tank after. With respect, I think I replace the tank after this. Like, this pull here, this is the type of thing where if you don't understand why this is so hard, people will just die. On PTR, we don't have targeted spells weak aura, and this is like 3 casters, 4 casters. The whole point is, In higher keys, you can pull casters. Casters are normally good count. See? It's not worth it. So, if you don't overpull, easy dungeon. But 3, 4 casters on top of 2 hounds, not okay. Too much. I'm going to replace the tank with respect. Yeah, I have to replace the tank. Like, we won't be able to get through the dungeon otherwise. We're going to replace tank a little bit, though. There's just no reason to do that. If you just pull this, like a little bit at a time. Also, hi, Cake. Thank you for saying hi. I asked people if I could play my Prez a little bit more with them, and I just didn't even get a chance to play it. It was unfortunate. I actually thought it was I thought it was pretty good, though. Yeah, I mean, we used to do some wild pulls in this dungeon, but I don't think it's the play anymore. I put a route in Discord. Like, in my Discord, I kind of made my tentative route. That's what I did with on Meyer. It's hard for me. No worries. GG's. I can't abandon the run. I can't kick him because the thing here. I cannot abandon run. I'll reform. I have to leave. I'm going to be a lever. I'm going to be a lever. I'm going to be a lever. Oh, there it is. Okay, he left anyways. Do. He was a good brewmaster. Like, he felt fairly tanky. Hard to say sometimes, you know? Hard to say, actually, if he felt tanky or not, because, I mean, I'm healing him a fair bit. But yeah, Prez number-wise is going to be in a really good spot for next season. My issue is that people are going to not want to play with you anyways. They're not going to want to play with you at all. Yo. Okay. So, hi, Trash. Hi, Ash. What are your tank preferences coming to 11.2? Oh, that was earlier. My bad. I see Ash is still saying hi on Kick sometimes. Thank you, Ash. Like I said, I don't know if this is going to work whatsoever. I don't know if I'll keep doing it. It seems kind of like maybe pointless. Oh, Soon wants to come? Nice, okay. It seems kind of pointless, but I'm not sure. Do any of you use Kick? Do any of you actually use Kick? Can't I do like after dark streams on Kick? I'm not going to do that, but isn't that a thing? I don't actually understand Kick whatsoever, but for what it's worth, I am technically live on it. I don't know. It seems like an easy button to click, but I don't know if it's something I continue doing or not. If for any reason you're like, I'd like to support a woo, I try kicking when it's off cooldown. Yeah, my problem with Kick is that I'm much more of a biter. You know, I don't really like. I'm not really a kicker. I have the coordination of this penguin. So whenever I try to kick, I tend to fall on my ass. I'm much more of like a, you know. Only if the cast is deadly. All right, guys. You're all very clever. I want you to know that you're all very clever. Saint Death. Holy shit. The Grim Reaper himself. The Grim Reaper thyself has graced thou with our presence. I don't know Old English. I did my best. I'm probably wrong, but I tried. I feel smart. You should feel smart, Daedalus. Saint, thank you for the prime. Doo-doo. I forgot to reset the dungeon. The Great Tech just subscribed as well. Oh, sweet. We have a hype train incoming. Nice. Much appreciated. I almost thought about not streaming today. I knew I was going to do a shorter stream. I almost thought about not streaming. Tomorrow I'll be on. And then Wednesday, yo, Kig, can I ask you a question? Have you ever been to Thailand? You ever traveled to Asia before? Like, I'm really excited about this. I kind of want to do like an actual Thailand stream. I want to show people. Yeah, this Wednesday. I don't know if it's going to work because I know it's not WoW content and WoW gamers don't tend to do other things with their life. Although yesterday I was proven wrong. Yesterday I was like, yo, WoW gamers are introverts and we don't do much with our life. But then all of a sudden, you know what was crazy? All of a sudden, people were like, I had this guy and he was like, actually, I'm like a athlete and I'm on several sports teams and I hang out all the time and I go outside. And I was like, what? There's no way. There's no way this is true. Oh, wait, hold on. We're not only completing a hype train, but we're getting even further. My free camel. And Shal caught a sub too. I like Shal. Daedalus, thank you for 5 gifted subs, and Halfster, also thank you for subbing. Well, thank you guys. That's nice. Is there anything that you would want to see in Thailand in particular? Like if I do an in real life, because I just want to show people Thailand. Like, that's all I want to do. I was thinking I was just go to city center. Like, I'm going to walk around town, and I'll just, for a few hours, I got a microphone, like a lapel microphone, and a gimbal that I can hold, like a little tripod for my phone. And I'm hoping that internet will be fine. Should be. Internet's pretty good in Thailand. But I just want to show people stuff. The only problem with street food is that I can't eat any of it. I'm very allergic to all the street food here, you know? Well, look, Saint Death. You might see some of them, but I'm not sure. Because that's like a weird... Again, it's kind of like a weird interpretation of Thailand. You won't see any penguins like this, though. You will see no penguins of this nature. Look at this. Huh? What? My favorite thing to do with dogs, this is why dogs sometimes don't like me, or they do, but I love flopping their ears. I like taking dogs' ears and go like this. My favorite thing. It's the most pleasing thing. No human being, no body part of any human being has ever come close to rivaling the intense textural orgasm that I experience doing that to a dog's ear compared to anything that I've ever done to any human being. That is so much better. It's just amazing, you know? That texture right there, the flapping of the ear, unbelievable. All right, ready? We do this key again. Go to 7. The elephant. Well, there's not going to be any elephants. So that's one of the reasons I want to stream to you in Thailand. What do you guys expect? Could she eat anything there on holiday? Yes, but when you say terrible allergy, you'll have to be quite careful. The street food is really tough, Daedalus. If you come to Thailand and you have food allergies, it actually can be quite difficult, to be honest. Honestly, it can be very difficult because it's just not a very friendly place for food allergies, I will say. That's like a particular thing for sure. It's not so easy to have food allergies in Thailand because most Thai people don't even really understand what food allergies are. So like they don't know. And I think it's pretty tough to have food allergies here. Like I think that's actually like super giga hard. And you can very quickly and easily run into issues. Because you can technically tell them not to, but they'll just be like, they don't understand that it's a serious thing, if that makes sense. Because Thai people don't tend to have food allergies. Like literally, and I can't express this enough, but Thai people don't know what allergies are because they don't have them. Which is a really good question. Why do you think Thai people don't have food allergies when everybody in the West is just like ridden with them? We'll probably never visit. No, okay. I have an intense suggestion though. You're allergic, just push it to the side of the plate. Kind of. Like that's honestly like, yeah. Now there are some, you can eat at nicer places. Like nicer places are used to catering to white people. So if you go to a white people place, then they won't have a problem. You can trust that place, but you have to go eat at therefore expensive restaurants. Like you can't get the street food experience. Although to be fair, if you're that allergic to things, you probably won't get the street food experience in any country. Like I have celiac. I will legit never risk it ever. Because I get so like hospital level sick, I won't ever risk it. If I travel somewhere, I'm not eating. And I'm okay with that. But like that's just something that I'm okay with. I just know that when I travel, the first thing I do is I go pick up a few cans of tuna and that's it. That's my life. Like that's my life for a while. There's just nothing else to it. Whoops. A lot of damage here. I actually have a kick. I can be using it here. Whoops. So yeah, I won't. Like I went to Laos the other day and I basically just got a gallon of milk, some yogurt, a brand of yogurt that I trust, and then I just ate boiled eggs and tuna, like canned tuna and boiled eggs, because I didn't want to compromise my digestive system. Like it's not, for me, that's what I'll do. It's a little sad. When I travel, I cannot enjoy food. Maybe one reason I don't enjoy traveling as much, to be honest, though. What server do you play in Thailand? How's the ping there? Rough. You know, the ping is always high. You just get used to it over time. Oops, I kicked to... Yeah, you just get used to it. Eventually, you kind of just learn to play on it. But basically, I play with like 220 ping, give or take, always. No matter what I'm playing. OCE, I can get a little lower, but basically, it's 220. It averages like 215 to 220. Yo, thank you guys for all the subs and stuff. I do appreciate it. It's kind of nice. You know, sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I should stream today. Like, maybe I should take today as a rest day. Because I know I was going to do a shorter stream. And then I decide to stream. And then I get a bunch of subs. And like, sweet. Now I feel justified in my streaming. Choo choo. Thank you, Daedalus. And thank you, guys. I would say don't let the allergies prevent you from coming here, though. I would say that that's not a reasonable enough reason to not travel here, because you can make it work. I promise you, you would be able to make it work without a problem. You know, like, I think you would actually be okay. Oh, I didn't see that frontal. My bad, my bad. I'm so used to tanking, actually. I was in the wrong place there. Whoops. And wow, as long as the ping is constant. I agree with that. So the problem is I have to use exit lag. If you are playing from Asia, cannot recommend enough, you should use exit lag. Like, I said this 2 days ago, and people were like, yo, you know what exit lag sponsors people? And I was like, what? I've been giving this information away for free this whole time, so basically don't actually use it until I get sponsored by them. But for real, I'm not going to gatekeep it. I cannot play this game without it, because my ping will randomly spike to like 15,000. Like, I don't think people realize when I say 15,000, I literally mean 15,000. It's insane. Like, I'll just casually get like 20,000 ping. Oh man, I should have hit bark. I'm actually surprised I died there. I thought I had enough with Trank and Convoke, but I got an unlucky Convoke. I should probably lock in a little bit more. I'm not super used to Resto Druid. I just don't like Resto Druid, man. I would rather heal on actually anything else. Anything else I would rather heal on. I do not enjoy it. You can do infinite healing on Resto Druid. I just don't like it. I feel squishy. I feel squishy on Resto Druid. Like, any other healer I have lives that super easy. Nah, I just don't want to play Resto Druid. I'll play anything else. Just want to see someone else heal. I can play it for real. I can play for real. I just have to not be in cat form ever. It's fine. Yeah, my bad. There we go. Yes, as long as your ping is consistent, you can pretty much learn to play WoW. You just have to understand, hey, that circle, that swirly, you can't dodge it after the fact, you know? Potion do you have on your cap bar? My these binds are going to be for a wheel. These binds are not going to be from this, though. Shocking disclosure. Shocking disclosure from way back when. Yeah, this is the old shocking disclosure. Oh, I didn't reset. I forgot. I kind of wanted to DPS as well a little bit today, though. I kind of wanted to DPS as well. Hello. What's up, Faye? What's up? What's up? I missed the YouTube chat. Hold up. Good luck having a soy, peanut, shellfish, or other food allergy and eating out in Thailand. Yeah. Well, for me, it's the hard thing is for me, it's gluten. Because, like, literally everything has gluten. Like, every sauce. Like, soy sauce has it. Fish sauce has it. Etc., etc. Like, it's just really hard to avoid. But I get so sick, man. It's not worth it, ever. I just cook all my own food. Speaking of which, let me just go get a bite. I made chicken earlier. I just put some in the fridge so I could... Oh, my glutes. Holy fuck. My glutes. My lizards are so cute, man. I made social media, and my lizards are actually super cute. I post, I don't know what I'm doing with the social media. Like, I kind of just did this. Yo, Soon, thank you for coming for a second. Let me swap for Prop Pally. Okay. I made, like, a little bit of chicken earlier so I could just snack on it throughout stream. Because I've been working out hard, and I need to eat more protein. So I just had me a few chicken bites. Oh. We get a Prop Pally. Okay. I'm gonna see this Prop Pally. This is the real S tier tank. This is S plus tier. S plus plus tier tank, you know. I'm super excited, man. I really hope, like, I don't know who is going to want to watch it. I genuinely don't, because I know it's not WoW content, and it's probably not going to be good for my stream, but I don't even care, because I realize that people have this weird opinion of Thailand, and I could change that. Like, I could just show you. I live here. I just stream outside. Oh. Mm-hmm. I think so. Hmm. Right now. Excuse me. Today is Monday. Today is Monday for me. It's Monday at 3 p.m. It would be Wednesday a few hours earlier than this. Yeah? So. I agree with you, Tech, by the way. Asia in general has a weird reputation of being some underdeveloped kind of third world country, but it doesn't feel like that. Tuesday night for you guys in America, Wednesday very early morning for Europe people, going into the afternoon. But effectively, I'll post the time in Discord. So long as I can get the gimbal to work. I need to figure out how to make sure the microphone and the gimbal are working. I need to test run it real quick because I haven't done this before. But yeah, I'll be excited. Hunter looks like it's doing well. Oh yeah, Hunter looks like he's doing really well. Yeah, I will announce it there. I have some basic food, I think maybe. Let me eat a few more bites of this and then we're good. Oh. Mm-hmm. Really? Where are you from, Tech? Hmm. It's late there, I know. Sorry, eating a few things. Okay. To respond to stuff. Here we go. To respond to the comments. This is what's up. This is currently what's up. Number one. If it's 3 a.m. where you are right now, around noon, around midnight. So around midnight is when I would do the in real life Thai stream. If you're curious about seeing Thailand and you just want to tune in for a second and see where I'm at and see the city, and I'll be walking around some of like maybe some malls or something. It'll be around midnight for you in America. Otherwise, for most people who are not in the US, it will not be midnight. It'll be like early morning. But yeah, around midnight in the US, give or take. AUG was meant to be a tank spec, but they pivoted last minute. So for AUG, I'm planning on streaming for today, not that long. For the in real live stream, I don't know. I guess I'll see how it goes. I guess honestly, I'll just see how it goes. Like if it goes well, I'll keep going. We'll see. I mean, eventually I'll get hot and sweaty, probably. The other thing is, it's Thailand, so Thailand's great. I love Thailand. It has some fundamental issues. Thailand has a few problems. One of the problems with Thailand, as much as I love it, is the weather. So how am I... there's no way for me to technically guarantee that it won't be raining, which is a little bit of a thing. So if it's like heavily raining, I might have to alter the plan. Like I can only schedule it so much because it is rainy season here. And rainy season in Thailand is no joke. It monsoons. Like it doesn't just rain. It like literally monsoons here. So that's like a thing that might happen. Yeah. It's also very humid. So yeah, I mean, I'll be sweaty and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not going to look my absolute best, but I gave up on looking my absolute best a while ago. Look at that prop pally damage. Look at that. Prop pally damage. Okay, so here, we only have one caster. I can be in cap form for now. This pull, I'll be able to do some Resto druid damage. Whoops. Actually, he had to death strike himself. I shouldn't be doing that, though. Thank you for saying hi on Kick, Ash. I don't know, like I said yesterday, about whether or not I still do it, but for what it's worth, I figure I go click it every time I hit go live, and it's better than nothing. I don't know what I'm doing, though. I have no idea what I'm doing, in fact. I don't know. I got a kick as a Resto druid, but my pally beats me to it. Da-da-da. I raided you last night, but I don't know if alerts work. Oh, you raided me on Kick last night? I didn't see you raid me. I just noticed that there were some more viewers. Oh, that makes sense. But the question I have is, though, right? Kick is definitely worth it. All right, okay. I got to connect with you on Instagram about that because I'm a little confused about some of the stuff about it, but I'm sure I could just ask you. I raided you for... Oh, wait, really? Dude, I had no idea, actually. No, I didn't know that. I'm so sorry. If that happened yesterday, I literally, I did not know that whatsoever. No, I thought I had alerts, but it was my first day on there, so I guess I didn't have that set up properly. You just need to be partner. So, okay. How do I actually do it? You said I have to send them an email or something? How do I do that? My question is, are the people who keep whispering me 3 emojis, just email them? Okay. The people who keep whispering me 3 emojis, are they real people or are they bots? You know what I'm talking about? The thing on Kick is that most people are just go, haha, emoji 3 times. Those are real people? Really? That's just how they communicate? They just communicate with emoji? Kick is streamers supporting streamers. Interesting, okay. Interesting, okay. Well, how am I supposed to know? I'm too old for that shit. People speak all sorts of things. That's because emojis is money? What? What do you mean emojis? Wait, people spend money to do the emojis? I don't understand how any of this works, to be honest. Whoops. I don't understand. This is all new information for me. Okay, I think I have to dispel myself at the last second here. Big healing. Put F-Low down first. Dispel here. Cool. Ramp. Prep. Ramp and prep. Don't dispel this. Just have a big convoke going. Like 3, 2, 1. Right here. Dispel this one. This is the one I need to dispel. Whoops. I actually don't know what killed people there. People just got one-tapped. These bolts are kind of nasty, man. But it's like all streamers on Kick. Okay. That's kind of interesting, I suppose. I'm curious about it. I don't mind learning and stuff, though. You get paid hourly. The hourly thing is so weird. Like, I heard about that, but I don't understand it. Like, to be honest, I don't really... That doesn't make sense to me. Like, I don't know what that means at some point. Whoops, sorry. I missed it. It's life-changing. Okay. Yeah, I know you had nothing. I just couldn't ramp on you when you got here. More viewers you have. Okay. The more you make. So you basically make more money on Kick than you would do for everything. Because you don't actually make that much. Like, you don't make that much on, what's it called? You don't actually make that much at all on Twitch and YouTube. You know, for example, like, how much money do you guys think I make? If I have 200 average viewers and I stream for 5 hours, and I have my ads set to, like, not the absolute minimum, how much do you guys think I make? You guys want to guess? But you guys actually know this? I don't think people know this, though. How much do you think I make? Let's look. So right now I'm at what? 198 viewers. Okay. If I stream for another 5 hours like this, and let's say that number doesn't go down and it goes up a little bit, how much do you think I make? I wonder actually if people have an idea about this or not. You'll make more on Cake on this, but there's other things that cause problems. I think like 200, 300 bucks a month. It's a little bit more than that. No, I think I could just be like, yeah, I'm not going to cause any issues. You have to gamble, like 20, 30 bucks a stream. From ads? Yeah, something like that. So it's not nothing, right? It's not nothing, but if I stream for 8 hours, so that's, if you actually do the math there, it's like a few dollars an hour. Like, it's very little at the very least. It's, like, not much. Yeah, I don't think I would add that at all. Dude, really, Ash? Dude, that's... Okay, alright. Alright, I'm interested. Alright, so you're saying I gotta email them. You're saying I have to email them. Okay. That's like an insane difference. That's like not even... You know what I mean? Like, that's not close. Damn. Alright, okay. Thank you for the information. Noted. Okay. Yeah, because I was about to say, that's like super interesting. Yeah, Jared, it's like something around there. Which is obviously, like, not nothing, but if I do it for 8 hours in my day, then it's not exactly enough to pay rent, though. Okay. Yeah, you get like 250 per sub on Twitch. Okay. Because the one thing about, like, living in Thailand is super cool. Oh, shit, hold up. I wasn't prepared for this. I was not prepared for this. Oh, he's gonna die. I thought I had a second to ramp because I wasn't expecting us to pull the shard. Technically, I could maybe heal this, but this is an insane pull, actually. With this many bolters. Ooh, I was not prepared for this. Resto Druid can technically heal this. But I needed to ramp it, and I wasn't expecting it because I was in cap form for a second. This is my problem. I actually straight up think I'm a bad Resto Druid because I cannot just not stay out of cap form. I literally cannot stay. I cannot just heal. Every single time I'm like, I'm just going to heal, man. No, I actually, it's the opposite. Resto Druid is the opposite of simple. It's actually like, it's like not fluid whatsoever. It's not fluid at all. It's like, I find Resto Druid to be very not fluid. Oops, I just sent my dispel. Oh, a bolt. That's just the thing. Yeah, basically it's like literally if I just don't cat form, but I just can't stand it though. I can't stand not being cat form. It's so boring. It's so boring. That's why I don't like Resto Druid, but I shouldn't. But like the second I try to go cat form, it doesn't work because then that pull lasts forever, etc., etc. Like if I just don't cat form, it's no problem. That's it. If I just actually spend the entire time clicking healing buttons, then everybody will be fine. I know, Mirror Time, but the problem is that that's no fun. Yo, hey, Ash, am I friends with you on Discord? Do I have you on Discord? And if not, can you message me real fast on Discord? DK looks not so good. I think he's died a few times and stuff like this, though. He's not actually first, but remember that not all DKs play the same. Not all DKs are, like, equally as skilled. It's kind of a skill cap spec a little bit, and it's proc dependent. I could have healed that, I think, if I had just been healing it. If I had just been healing it, I probably would have been fine there. But then here, like, look at my damage. Like, this is so much more fun of, like, weaving in and out. Not trying to min-max my HPS too much, but actually just putting my bleeds out, etc. Bleeding this guy, watching my tank, etc. I'm going to external him now. Bam. Username is Trashes. Okay. Because, you know I live in Thailand, yeah? And, like, I'm excited to do the in real life Thai stream. Where you live right now, I don't know if you have to pay rent, because I actually remember you telling me that maybe you live with family still. I don't know if that's still your situation. Where I currently live, the amounts of money that I have to make per month allows me to stream. Like, literally, like, if I wanted to stream for a full-time job, and I just kept going with stream, I could sustain myself. I just would have to be very frugal and, like, maybe not eat the way I want to. Like, I spend a lot of money on food because food is so important to me. So, to be fair, you know, the amount, like, stream does not make me enough today to technically be in a full-time income. I have another job, which I really like anyways. But the idea here is just if, you know what I mean? I found your key. You did really well in the prez. Oh, you're the Outlaw Rogue? Oh, yo, thank you, Ruby. Yeah, you were awesome. You were the best Outlaw Rogue I've seen thus far. My prez is really chill. My prez is like giga. I feel like prez is actually so giga right now. It's just like completely like no one understands it and nobody plays it, but it's in a really good spot tuning wise. Like numbers are just You saw my damage. I was just casually sitting at 2 mil almost every single pull, right? Druid looks fun. This playstyle is... Oh, I got... Whoops. Whoops. You saw nothing. That didn't happen. He got me with the good old spin move. He got me with the good old turnaround. I got bamboozled. I got bamboozled. Yeah, control was the warrior. The route there, like, so the route for Halls of Atonement is super weird. I still think that the one I did yesterday was kind of like the best one I've come up with thus far. But it's definitely a strange dungeon now, where you just have to pull almost everything in the first area, technically speaking. Okay, so if I'm in cat form here, I shouldn't die. Yeah. But I also, like, the way that I would pull this if I was Yoda would be so different, because I would expect people to be kicking and using CCs and calling for externals. But the way I would pull it in a pug is the same as Priory. In a Priory, I think that pulling the casters is the worst idea. In a Priory pug, you should pull literally as many. You know what you should pull in Priory? As many footmen as you can. Like, that's like not, it's like anti-high key, because efficiency. You know what I mean? So you like it? Oh, I don't personally like the Resto Druid playstyle, but that's a personal preference. A lot of people love it because basically you just heal. My problem with it is that I don't really do damage. Like, I don't really weave cat form that much. You actually just heal. Like, you're just here to be Mark of the Wild bot, and if you just spam your heals, you'll do infinite HPS, but if you try to greed stuff, you can actually let people die. And that's not for me, because I just like... I would so much rather play a Prez or a Shaman or something. Like, I'm just... This playstyle personally is not for me. However, a lot of people love it. 59%. A lot of people really like it. So... You know, healing isn't as relevant, but you saw my Prez, and the thing is, there are some healers that heal through damage. Like, my Prez is an example of most of the time that I'm doing damage, I'm technically healing. Holy fuck, getting clapped. Like, this was so easy to heal on my Prez. Like, this, we didn't even, you didn't even notice your health moving on my Prez. But right now on my Resto Druid, I didn't pre-ramp it, so now I'm in trouble because I oversent cooldowns, and I had to, like, Giga heal this. And I'm not doing anything else aside from just pushing my healing buttons. I'm not weaving in a fire breath. I'm not doing anything. I'm just actually here. Just Giga healing this. Yeah, but like, so Prez is, to be fair, Prez is a comfort spec and Resto Druid isn't. So obviously I'm going to be more comfortable on the thing I'm used to. Because, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, but to be fair, Taze was learning mage. He's the evoker in this. He's just swapping around to every spec. Oh yeah, I don't care about timing stuff. It's not about, it's PTR, you know what I mean, Ruby? I'm not here to time or be competitive. Nah, I don't care about that. Am I ever gonna make a Prez Evoker guide? Eventually. Eventually I'll do something simple for it. Just because I feel like that healer is so misunderstood, and I can't play it. Like, I can't ever play my Prez, no matter what. Like, nobody will ever invite me if I try to play Prez. On live servers. Ruby, do you play NA or EU? Oh, so like here, for example, I greeted a bleed, and now I'm not prepped. Because I actually should have spent this global here, because if we die here, it's because I started this. Oh, you're EU gamer? Gotcha, gotcha. Playing Disco Priest, but now I hate healing. So if you don't like Disc Priest, you probably will like Resto. Resto Druid is kind of the opposite of Disc Priest in many ways. You still ramp and whatnot, like that stuff still matters. But at the same time, you are direct healing your party the whole time instead of actually weaving in damage globals. Like, technically speaking, here, I don't have to do a single damaging global. I can actually just be healing. And that does. It's a different playstyle. I play NA. But I live in Asia, which is kind of weird for ping sometimes. He wants to do this pull. So I want to be in cap form for a second. But technically speaking, if I greed too much, then I'm going to troll my team. Watch the frontal. I'm not in that. Got him. I even have a pally who just sacked for me, but I actually do have it. Because now I'm in healing mode now. Very soon I'm going to get overconfident, not want to heal, go into cat form, try to greed damage, and then we're going to die. Huh. That's what's going to happen. At least I have a 12-second kick, technically speaking, though. Cat form trader. I know, I keep saying I'm not going to go cat form. And then I'm like, okay, we're fine. I'll go cat form. Like, every single time. Because it's so much more fun to just do something. Like, I just want to do something in cat form, man. Do we need this? Okay, so we know there are ankle biters here. I'm supposed to be healing. Like, so watch it. I should have been ramping. Because technically, for me to do max HPS, like, motherfucker, I have to trank. Like, I just fell behind on HPS because I wanted to be in cap form for 2 seconds. I don't love that pressure. Like, I just kind of want to play the thing. So, Resto Druid is not for me. Can I play it if I just actually let go of the damage? Yeah, I could. Yeah, kind of. It's actually weirdly not chill. Like, people think that's like a chill healer, but I would not describe Resto Druid as being very chill at all. It's kind of squishy. You're actually permanently ramping the whole time and stuff. I think that they could adjust trash a little bit in here as well, for sure. The trash right now in this dungeon, like, you are taking so much of this key, it's insane. This is too much, though. We overpulled. Something overpulled, because we only need 84%. 84% is max, if you don't want a Reaver. Okay? So I healed it, but at what cost? At what cost? Need a Druid for Season 3. I think that people will really enjoy having a Druid for Season 3. I definitely think that people will significantly enjoy Druid. Druid is a healer that a lot of people love playing. It's very spammy. It's always got healing. You don't have to worry so much. There's a lot of reasons people like Druid. Mark of the Wild in late seasons. I know. The problem is that I just think they need to remove group buffs, man. I think they need to remove group buffs from M+. How wouldn't you like that? You're an Outlaw Rogue main. You're an Outlaw Rogue main. Have they fixed the mana? Oh, yeah, mana's not a problem on Druid right now, especially if you are cat weaving at all. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. I calculate this. Nobody's going to die. Who is this on? External this person, or they have turtle. Easy. How do you balance damage healing as Prez? Okay, this is the thing to understand. If you play Prez correctly, you don't balance it at all. You actually just full send. Like, you shouldn't... There's nothing to balance. You want to Flame Breath on cooldown because it will help you with healing, and you want to Chrono Flame your target because it will help you with healing. If you're actually not pressing those buttons, then you're trolling by default. You're going to do less healing in that case. Does that make sense? Like, that's the thing that a lot of people misunderstand, is that if you're not sending damage globals as a preservation evoker, you're actually probably you're doing less HPS, not more. Like, you don't actually gain anything by holding Fire Breath. You want to Fire Breath on cooldown. It's very important, actually, that you do. So, big healing, infinite healing here. Could have been ramping even better. Drop my life blooms, etc., etc. I'm used to Resto Shaman. So, right now as a Resto Shaman, if you cast Chain Lightning, then you are doing damage, right? And if you cast your healing spell, you're doing healing. But what you got to understand with Prez is that every Flame Breath is a gigantic heal for your group. So you don't ever want to miss one. On cooldown, you want to cast that ability. And if possible, max rank it. Just become Mistweaver. I like Mistweaver because it fits my playstyle. Like, if you can't tell, you know what I mean? Yeah, you won't... You can occasionally have an issue with mana, but it's not really an issue. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, shit. Was that actually just I should have externaled that? That was like everybody got giga clapped. Did we kill too many at once? Watch this. Okay, do big damage. I feel like I had infinite HPS there. Everybody was fully ramped up, but they got one shot. If I was on my Prez, that doesn't happen. Like, Prez won't be meta, but the numbers are there. The numbers are totally there on Prez. Ooh! Oh, no! Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Oh, I got knocked back into this. Clever boss. Clever boss. We can call it here. I don't need to actually get more footage. I just wanted some footage to make a guide for this. You tried Frosty K? I don't personally play Frosty K now. We don't have to finish this if they don't want to. I just find this to be so boring. Like, I'm playing it wrong because... I'm playing it wrong because I don't like it. Like, this does not impassion me. In fact, I'm like, can I be done playing Resto Druid now? Like, that's such a weird feeling. I don't like that feeling. If I'm just like, yo, can I be done playing this? I don't like the way it plays. I don't like how it triage heals. I don't like the fact that I actually should just be pre-ramping way before the damage for no real reason, etc., etc. There's so much I don't like about Resto Druid, but I know that the greater WoW community likes it. In general, the actual WoW community, I know they like this, so people will enjoy it this season. Yeah, I know, but basically, like, the problem with being balanced around raid buffs, in that case speak, is literally, like, it's Jover for you. Like, you will never, like, congratulations, Windwalker, you'll never be competitive in M+. Isn't that just how it exists? You're never going to be. I prefer Keeper as well. That's my thing. I like Keeper Boomy Weaving. That felt really good to me, but it's kind of dead this season because of the tier set changes. The tier set change on that is, like, super dead. So, let me see if I can heal this. On my Prez, I healed this, no problem. On my Shaman, I managed to heal it for a while, but I did actually eventually make mistakes. So I'm pre-ramping, I'm pre-ramping, I'm pre-ramping. I'm going to watch him. I'm going to dispel this one on Prio. I big heal. I Convoke right now. This is like as pretty much good as I'm going to get. So you could see, like, everybody's health is just fully top now because I did pre-ramp that whole time. We probably want to let this go off for funnel. I dispel this. Trees don't do much as Wildstalker. They don't do nothing, but they don't do a lot. Oh. You got blasted there. I guess if we do this, I need people to use defensives at the first part. I had dispelled the dot right before he got it. Maybe I can't dispel the actual boss dot, though. So I dispel this. So, like, right now, I could technically greed a cat for him. But also, I should be pre-ramping for the next one, though. This mana regen? No, the mana will be fine. I'm just pumping right now. Mana's no problem. Don't worry. Also, I'm playing the wrong talent. I'm pretty sure you are supposed to be playing Master Shapeshifter. I don't know why I'm not playing Master Shapeshifter. I just cooked whatever build I wanted to cook on PTR. Mana is no problem for Resto Druid. There are some healers that do have mana problems. Actually, Resto Shaman has no mana problems anymore either. Okay, so right now I should be ramping. The fact that I wasn't ramping means if somebody dies here, it's technically my fault. Trank. But, like, Trank isn't even that good of a heal. Like, it's better now, but, like, weirdly enough, like, somebody could still die here. Which is wild to me. This, I mean, Resto Druid is going to be great at this fight because you can just pump, but it just feels so bad. It feels so bad that I'm actually just the whole time here. Like, I'm going to let people die because I misprepped this right here. Like, this is where people die. I would externally... Yeah, people are dead. I don't like Resto Druid. I'm ready to swap off Resto. I hate this healer. I hate this healer. I don't like Resto Druid. I tried to play it. I tried. I just, like, the thing is I don't enjoy it. I genuinely don't enjoy it. I actually think that it's not for me. On one hand, I was like, I got this. On the other hand, I was like, nah. Easy H-Priest fight? This fight, I mean, my team was helping me. I just, I don't want to complain too much. I'm going to swap off Resto Druid now. I'm good. I'm good. I'll play my Guardian. I'll play Resto for fun. Maybe I'll cook my own build to let me enjoy it, but not this one. Not this one, I tell you. Not this one. Does H-Pal catch your eye? Ooh, J. Morgan. H-Pal does not really catch my eye at all. I don't love H-Pal. I don't find it to be very fluid, and I find that it can struggle with HPS a bit. I don't mind it. I'm like, melee wings build for H-Pal is kind of fun. Melee wings is fun. Huh? Add-ons on PTR? Not hard. Not hard. If you want to learn how to do it, it's not that bad. Now, excuse me. You still have to set up your UI. UI is tough. UI is not so easy, but add-ons are easy. You just go into the folder, literally copy and paste it. You just have to know what folder to copy. It's not that bad at all. Yeah, no problem. You could do that. All right, log out real quick. So I want to play DPS now. I want to play... What DPS should I play? Kind of want to play my warlock, I think. I was thinking warlock actually at this point. Oh, it's really not that bad. Havlim, let me allow that real quick. Yeah, I can actually just show you. You don't even need to literally just go. Yeah. All you need to do is go into the WoW retail folder, copy the add-on, copy the interface, copy the add-on folder and interface, and just push it. What's the weakness or bear Blood ZK that makes him so much worse? Yeah. For 1 second. There you are, Havlim. There you go. It's a weakness, Jay. They don't offer as much to the group as some other things do. The lack of kicks, the lack of group utility is the main thing. Both of them can live. They all can live. It's not about whether they can live or not. It's specifically the utility. It's the lack of CC. That's it, actually. Damage a little bit. Mostly at a high end, not having an AoE kick or something like this. That's it. I think the next tuning is during M0 week. I don't know if we get more tuning. I think this was the last pass. So, demo was nerfed for the other hero talent. Diabolus was nerfed. I wonder if I could play Soul Harvester demo. Or if I have to play AF now. Something will need to be broken, kind of, right now. That's sort of how they set it up, you know? And this hunter, is that you? What this? This is a build you did, it felt nice. I don't know enough about warlock talents. Oh, sure, I have, of course. I don't know enough about warlock talents to change my build at all. Pizza, the fist. I mean, he at least did this. We can just take him, I guess. I guess we could do 12, but I think healings will die really fast. Maybe 12. Excuse me. Leslie, you have any big life plans coming up? You have anything that's coming up soon in your life that you're like, I'm really excited about this? I wonder. I have a few things like that. I have some small things and I have some bigger things. I see the difference. H. I remember that from yesterday. Yo, this honestly might be my last key today. I told myself I would make sure I have a few hours to just rest today. I'll just treat myself. I'll make sure I rest. I want to take care of myself. Tomorrow I'll be back, and then Wednesday maybe we'll do the in real life stream. Why am I 800 MS on PTR? I honestly don't know. Like, some people just have random connectivity issues to PTR. Some people get DC'd. Some people can't access it. And I don't know enough about it to know why that happens, to be honest. I just know that it does happen to some people, and I have no idea why. I wish I knew, but I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, it would be really cool if I did know. A few people over the course of this PTR cycle have been like, hey, I can't even access PTR. If you're giving up this and attack speed of your Dreadstalkers. How you doing? I'm simping for the PTR right now. I mean, you could just literally play it, though. Anybody can play PTR, and I highly recommend it. It's actually so fun because, A, it doesn't really matter whether you time keys. You actually just get to test things for the love of the game. Like, that's a rare thing. Like, most of the time, you don't get to test things. Tomorrow, I probably play more Guardian, or maybe I do some live keys real fast just to get some vaults. This is one of the only tests I wanted to do. So what I'm going to do is all the stuff I just did, I take those clips, and I'm going to make a guide for how to do stuff. And Aussie lag sucks. It's true. My lag on PTR is about the same as my lag to live, so it's not that bad for me, at least. If you would play both tank and healer, is it easier to manage one toon? Yes. Yeah, honestly, Shulane, absolutely. Making two of the thing is something that I admire that people do, but it's actually tough. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Personally speaking, I think too much. Too much. You could just, all you need to do is you craft for whatever spec is going to be less important for stats, and then you go from there. Oh, Kina, you can heal on a shaman? Bet. I'll see your shaman. Man decided to take the week off before Season 3. Go back and try again. Fair enough. Yeah, we'll do it as a 12 real fast. I won't get a lot of time to ramp properly, but that's fine. What's up, Kina? Today will be a shorter stream. I wanted to get on and at least say hi, but then tomorrow we'll do more. All right, 12, right? We're doing 12? Cool. Halls of Atonement, 12, done. Do. 12. Halls of Atonement. Cool. Alrighty then. Dungeon teleports. Halls of Atonement. Let's do it. I want to see this demo warlock. I get to DPS. I want to try Frosty K. I don't know if I can betray my lifelong main Fury Warrior for the new OP Frosty K. I'm not going to lie. If you had a choice to be a Frosty K or a Fury Warrior, and you chose Fury Warrior, at that point, I can only assume that you enjoy your balls being stepped on. Like, you have to be a hardcore masochist if you have a choice between Frosty K and Fury Warrior, and you intentionally choose Fury Warrior. Like, that is 100%. You are publicly stating at that point what your interests are. That's a wild thing. Now, if you have that choice, you play Frosty K 100%. What roles? So basically, Guardian, there are some things that don't matter, okay? There are some things that don't matter. There are some stats, like some tanks really care about their secondaries. Guardian doesn't. Guardian doesn't give a shit. So you can play, basically, I would craft for Resto. I would do Haste Mastery, because that works for Boomy, it works for Resto, and it works for Guardian. So if I was going to play multi-spec for sure, I would just play, I think that's what I would play. All right, ready? Yeah, I think that. And it works for Feral, kind of. I think Feral wants a little bit more crit in there, but yes. Technically speaking, yeah. Okay. So I have to remember to summon my pet. Hardest thing. Okay? Hardest thing. Hardest thing about playing this spec is that I have to remember to summon my pet at the beginning of the key. It's right over here. Okay. Now, I know for a fact that I can hit the mob that my tank hits first. That one right there, I can hit. Okay? I was wrong. I made the wrong decision, but at least I Dark Pact early. Okay? So I have Dark Pact up right now. And this is important. Oh, I don't know why I did that. I completely inted my rotation. Oh my god, I inted my rotation again. It's been a second since I played DPS. It's been a hot second, man. I'm so sorry. My damage is going to be a lot less here than it should be. Oh, man, I would have done so much more damage. I can't believe I forgot the ramp. I haven't played this in a while, and I'm kind of tired right now. So I'm not playing my absolute best. Ah. Whoops. Bro, I actually did so bad there. For like, I really just inted everything. Oh, my bad. All specs main haste except Feral. Kind of, yeah. Basically. You just want enough haste, but Guardian doesn't care about your stats. Don't worry about your stats there. You can play anything as Guardian, so. Okay, the tank looks like he has relative threat. Yeah, I'm going to trust him. We prep a ramp here. I should have timed that give or take properly. Just Dark Pact on cooldown. One of the things I wish Warlocks did was kind of just hit Dark Pact on cooldown. You know you can do that. I should have this. Oh, I got locked on my ramp timing. No. I kicked the Loyal Beast. So I have to re-ramp now. So I hit my dogs first, then this, then this, then this. Uh-oh. Something's coming at me here. I'm not sure what. Hit the soul burn, hit this. My tank might die. Because he does this big pull. I don't know why people feel inclined to do this, to be honest. Oh, he fell off. L-O-F-L. Yeah. So this is not a good pull. In general, we could just reset real fast. Can do one more real fast. LOL. Yeah, that's not the pull you want to do. That's the anti-route there. Yeah, not that pull. Yo, are you playing Totemic? Have you tried playing Farseer yet, Kina? I actually like Farseer Shaman a lot more right now. Daedalus. Is there anything coming up in your life that you're very excited about? In particular? That you're just like, man, I can't wait for this thing. Could be minor, could be big. Give me 1 second. I'm going to just stand up super fast. One more key. Let's get this nice little clean key in, and then we're good to go. Now this time I won't mess up my ramp, and I will do top damage first pull. Too much work. It is a bit of a different playstyle, to be fair. Yeah, it is a different playstyle, so understandable. You would actually have to change a few things. It doesn't play exactly the same way. This is a 12. Where's my 12 scroll? Over here? Cool. Oh, wait, what? This one. Perfect. Boom. Just like this. And summon my pet first thing here. There you go. I'm a developer. Tomorrow we're going to discuss a needed rewrite. Excited for that. Love making new stuff. Like a developer, like a book, like a novel, or like, wait, Daedalus, like a novel, or like what? When you say developer, what does that mean? A web developer. Gotcha. It almost made it sound like you were talking about a book. I'm prepping your wedding? Your wedding? Holy shit, you're getting married? Congratulations. Can I tell you one of the biggest accomplishments for me? Like, can I honestly tell you one of the biggest accomplishments in my life this last year? Let me tell you. It's a really interesting accomplishment, in my opinion. Recently, I got... This is not the accomplishment. I got to set up the story first. Just so you know, this first part, this is not the accomplishment, okay? The first part is not the accomplishment. I got to set it up. So, I was married in Thailand for 5 years. And then I got divorced last week. I went to sign the papers. And honestly, I'm genuinely happy for you. And my accomplishment is the fact that I didn't let my own situation make me bitter. Because I actually still think that love is amazing. Like, I'm so excited that you feel loved enough to get married. And I think there's a world where I would have become bitter. I think there's a world where after everything, after going through what I went through, I would have taken my own personal experience out on you guys. Does that make sense? Because that's what people do a lot of the time. A lot of people do that, where they say, hey, you know, I had this bad situation happen, and therefore this thing sucks. And that's just, like, not how it works fundamentally. You know what I mean? So we get my imps out. We get the ramp right here. Perfect. I've seen better. Yeah. So, for example, I'm not complaining about my thing like this, you know? But rather just noting that I think it's important to realize I'm proud of myself, because that was one of the things I told myself. I was like, hey, look, I don't want to hate love. Like, just because of this. Like, I don't want to close myself off in an effort to protect myself. That's lame, and it's not in my character to do so. So, actually, I'm genuinely happy for you. Are you guys going to have a big wedding or a small wedding? Big wedding or small wedding? Or my Fury Warrior gets a consistent no. Fury Warrior will forever... I mean, basically, the thing about playing Fury Warrior at this point is you have to accept the fact that you exist. You are brought, and you are only valued for your group buff. No one actually cares about you in particular as a Fury Warrior. Like, it's just something to understand, and the sooner you accept this, the more enjoyment you're going to have out of your life. You got to accept the fact that basically you exist as you're the new AUG. Like, you are an AUG spec, you know what I mean? Like, you're just an AUG. Like, you're there to buff the group. Like, you're not there to do personal damage. Like, you're not there to flex. You are actually just there to buff your group. That's if you're a Fury Warrior or a Windwalker Monk, like, that is just your role. Like, they're never going to tune you high enough to be your own competitive damage. Like, you're just there as a buff thing, though. True Fury are beasts. It's not about whether they're beasts in a personality. It's about what they bring to the team. Also, this demo spec is actually looking decent. I'm not doing bad damage. I think it's actually looking pretty good. Don't you think? Like, I'm doing fairly good damage. This is the Soul Harvester Demonology Warlock. Likely to be VDH meta. Yeah. Right now, VDH looks like... Basically, you play VDH if your team is Magic, and you play Brewmaster if your team is Fizz, because Brewmaster also looks decent. Although this Brewmaster is doing no damage. Keep in mind, Brewmaster, very, very skill cap spec. Very skill cap. As in, if you're bad at it, you will do nothing. If you're bad at Brewmaster, you will not do that good at it. That's a big thing to understand, is that if a Brewmaster is meta, you gotta understand that you're probably not gonna have a great time in your keys. Like, I think that Brewmaster is actually a really rough meta spec. If people are gonna play it, like, you're gonna have some absolute terrors in looking for group. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, you're gonna have some really, really big, like, people are just gonna die, and they're gonna do no damage, and they're not gonna use anything, and you're gonna have a problem with stops and kicks, etc. Could definitely see that being a thing. How is the damage of VDH? VDH is still not going to be top damage, but since they got the buff, they're at least not, like, the worst potential damage you could ever bring. Like, they're fine. You know, their damage is similar to bear damage, but their utility is better. And they have better priority damage. Technically, they do more single target and prio damage. Hi, Beth. I got wrecked in a 7. Yeah. Brewmaster's hard. What would you say is this season's Fizz? This season's Fizz comp is literally mandated. It is Brewmaster Monk. It's a Feral Druid, a Resto Shaman, or a Disc Priest, to be fair. If you really wanted a Disc Priest, you could play Disc Priest here. But basically, your physical comp, I can just tell you what it is right now. Right? If you want to play a physical comp, you are playing a Brewmaster Monk, not a Prot Warrior. It's a Brewmaster Monk here. I'm going to ramp now, question mark? Hold up, let me get through this pull first, actually, because I missed my kick and I got locked right on my ramp. This is sad. This is rough. This is my big ramp. No, the 8% got nerfed back to 5% if you didn't know that. So you're no longer giving 8% Fizz damage. But basically, Brewmaster Monk, Fury Warrior, Feral Druid, maybe Arms Warrior interchangeably. Maybe some keys are Arms and some keys are Fury, no joke. You might actually play both. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. Cool. All right, there we go. I feel pretty comfy with demo lock even post nerf, but I bet you AF would be doing more damage. It's just much harder to work around. So that's basically there though. What's up, Necro? How's it going? How's it going, Necro? You ever been to Thailand before? I'm assuming the answer is no. You got to imagine the answer is no, right? But you never know. Ramping. Good. Yes, Phuket. Oh, you've actually been here before. That's so crazy. I asked a random question. The answer was yes. You never know. Never assume about people. Never assume. I'm playing DPS for once. You've probably never seen me play DPS before because I don't like to gear DPS on live. My tank's dead. This is understandable, but at least I got to play DPS a little bit. This spec of Warlock feels decent. Like, I feel kind of decent. I could technically kite this out, but we could also call it here. Hey, Necro. Have you done PTR testing? But this season's Fizz comp is basically just this. Yeah, it's just Feral Druid, Brewmaster Monk, Fury Warrior, etc. Yeah, you don't want to chain those. We have no grip. Whoops. Well, hello there, Necro. What's it like being one of the world's best Frosty Ks? I want to surprise myself with the chaos that's about to come. Fair enough. Oh, warm off, poor Monk. Oh, yeah, of course. He's not used to healing this for sure. What's this? I'm all alone. Oh, yeah. Trinoctual. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, my Kick. I am streaming on Kick, but for what it's worth, I do think you're all alone there. I gotta figure out. Apparently, I have to message them or something. I don't know. But thank you for saying hi, Necro. I'm gonna do an in real life Thai stream soon. I'm excited. I want to show people Thailand. It's one of the things I want to show people. This is a short stream today, but I appreciate you saying hi. But I assume you're in a good mood. Like, Frosty K is super strong right now, yeah? Like, so that feels... It's got to feel pretty good to be a Frosty K at the moment. You don't have many WoW viewers. Apparently it's not about like WoW viewers. Apparently, it's just like an extra button, you know? I don't need it to go well, technically, but the idea that... You know, money is nice, I guess. I could think about how much ice cream and yogurt I could buy myself if I made more money. I could buy myself so much yogurt. I could just have like endless yogurt. My fridge would be filled, I tell you, with thick white cream. It'd be unbelievable. Actually, I also like drinking straight up whipping cream. I do like drinking heavy cream, but the problem with that is that most of them have a bunch of filler ingredients and it's also weirdly expensive. If you make your own, it could be a thing. But that's hard there. Yeah. Been doing a lot of time walking, leveling alts, and 90% of tanks have been Brewmasters. I know the Brewmaster hype is real because I think it's fun to play and it's different. But right now, what you're going to find is people are going to be playing different stuff because they're interested in it, but it's going to change real fast. Like, very soon. Very soon it will change. Hey, Necro, you still here? Oh, never mind. Actually, please, headache, go away. Is Dal feeling better? Looks like he's feeling a little better. Let's go say hi to Dal. Short stream today. I'm gonna go chill and recover my voice and whatnot. I'm gonna rest, and by tomorrow, I feel better. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's go say hi to Dal and watch an actual Guardian Druid play today. I got my healer footage. Thank you for the keys. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Bye-bye. Yo. I'm early enough to raid Dal for once. Boom, boom, boom. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Oh, I forgot to end stream. Holy shit. Dude, that would have been that could have been so bad. Holy shit. I was about to get up and go to the bathroom. That could have been hilariously bad. Oh my god. Dude, I always do this. It's actually a problem. Majim, if you're a real person, thank you for saying hello. I'll go back on Kick tomorrow. I might as well just keep going with Kick. Dude, I almost forgot. I'm so tired today and out of it. I literally almost forgot to hit stop stream. I was about to get up and shower. No. Bad. All right. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow. Woo! Scary. Scary, scary, scary.